Team co-host Rockley Smile.
Hi, I'm here also. Hello.
Hello. You might also notice that we got Cobalt Streak with us today. Everybody is Cobalt Streak.
That's exactly what he sounds like.
Cobalt Streak is not here. Sorry, let me do that again. Cobalt Streak is here, Nat. He is on his way to PAX East, PAX Prime, PAX
South.
I don't think that exists.
No,
I don't think.
No, you're right. It doesn't. I just made it up.
I don't think that PAX South exists.
I don't think the South exists.
There has never been a South.
I'm a South denier.
And there
There's
never
only
will
one
be
poll,
a South.
and that's my poll.
Whoa, jeez. For now, we got a 4-game docket. We're going to play some Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. We're going to play some middle game, Goofball Goals. We're going to play some of our third game, which is going to be the Spelunky docket. And then in our final game, we're going to be playing some of the...
Who's your daddy? You okay?
I have never felt better than I feel right now.
I feel like there's a little bit of lag time there with your thoughts.
Between the brain and my mouth, yes.
Between the brain and me, yeah.
All right, let's begin, Nick.
Okay, how do you want to begin?
You provide me with a seed that you find enjoyable.
Okay, Isaac seed, because I'm sick of doing shit that's not easy today.
The Unholy Cannoli, thank you very much for the subscription. Isaac seed, okay, let's do it, man.
FJ6B.
Not unless you buy me dinner first. Newspire, thank you as well.
What is an FJ?
A
full jack?
It's a full job, man. That's full service. That's when they give you everything.
And then we got July with a 9 instead of the U.
So it's FJJ9?
FJ6B J9LY.
FJ6G?
B.
6B.
FJ6B is in brunette. That's a weird one to come up with.
I'm with you. And what comes next?
J9LY. I tried to get too clever there. It's July.
It's July. Why didn't you say so?
Well, I didn't. I'm a jerk.
Let me get started here. Just let me make sure I got my notifications set up properly. That would be ideal.
Hey, Chaz, is my sound okay? Skype, like, too loud or too quiet? Because I messed with the audio a little bit. Should be alright.
Hey, Zylar Kadem, subscribed for 29 months in a row. Thank you very much. Nick, do you start with Eden's Maggie's bow on this one?
No, you had Eden's Blessing, it sounds like.
I did have. I've had Eden's Blessing on probably like every single one of my runs recently.
After you get 10,000 wins or mom kills, it's just be like, everyone now holds Eden's Blessing.
Jorge Longley, thank you as well.
Oh, there's an Eternal Heart in here.
I do sort of wish that you didn't get Eden's Blessing on seeded runs, because it kind of like defeats the purpose.
Kind of blows your load a little too early there.
Exactly.
It's like a full jack when you're ready for a half jack.
I always sign up for a half jack, but then, they try to upsell you later. And I'm like, I could do the full thing.
I mean, it's just the edging in public is not really my thing, personally. I'd rather edge privately.
I've heard people say that. I disagree personally, but...
yeah?
I don't think you're trying to kink shame me, so I'm not going to be mad about it, but don't try to kink shame me, Nick. If I want to jerk off in public, then that's in the privacy of my own person, then that's okay.
Well, what I'm shaming is the fact that you don't finish.
So would that make it better?
Yeah, it would make it, like, all better.
Because really, people that edge publicly, they don't think about it, but you're really edging everybody else as well. They're waiting for that big finish, and you're saying, no, you can't have the finish.
You can have the finish. I think edging publicly hurts you privately.
I think I'm too old for the internet, Nick.
I think I'm too young for this conversation we just had.
Kanye West is tweeting he's tweeting a bunch of stuff, and people are like, it's like a big controversy. I woke up and I don't understand it. Tom Sizzler gets it. He just subscribed. Thank you very much.
Like the chain?
The Sizzler chain.
Mr. Sizzler's here?
I see what you're saying. The Sizzler chain, the asteroid belt just outside.
No,
of
the rap group. The Sizzler
system.
chain. It's the rap group. They do really hot fire.
Sizzler. Three Sizzler Mafia was. They won an Oscar,
An Oscar Mayer, maybe. That's a weird.
Not Bill Murray. Thank you for the subscription as well.
So what's he tweeting about? Tell me more.
He's tweeting about, like, he's got a thing with Wiz Khalifa, and he's like, Wiz Khalifa's another rapper, by the way. So he did like they're having a feud. Kanye was like, hey, your shit sucks, but actually, like, I used to be a big fan of you.
Where'd he fall off?
I don't know, honestly.
Also, what kind of name is Wiz?
He's named after how he was conceived by a genius.
You can't whiz and ejaculate at the same time. We've been over this.
Now we have come to a conclusion about that. The urine thing, I'm still kind of on the fence about, to be honest with you.
As well as the prostate poking pole, because I think a lot of people have not been interested.
The prostate part. Pardon me?
The prostate poking pole, the thing Fox was trying to pitch at.
No,
us,
he's talking about the gooch rod. That's not a prostate poking pole. That's something completely different.
Oh, the triple P is not a thing. I made that up, huh?
No, that tells me more about you than it tells me about Fox, honestly.
That's all right.
By the way, a bunch of people tweeted me and said, "Hey, the gooch press. Hey, I tried it and it works." But people are tweeting me and they're saying, "Thanks for the trick." And I'm like, "No, it's not a trick. My endeavor is that this will no longer be treated as a trick and will just be treated as the way you do things, or an option at least for how you do things."
What'd you call it again? The gooch what?
Well, he called it a gooch pressing rod.
The gooch press. It just sounds like a really dirty way to get your coffee in the city.
It's actually... Yo, can I get that with a gooch press, please?
Oh shit, this damage fucking is off the chain already.
What are you talking about? This damage is off.
I got a halo from a reroll in the first boss room, and I got the small rock already, and I got a sweet ass Spectre baby.
The gooch.
It's not his real name.
It's a ghost baby?
Yeah, Spectre baby, ghost
Spectre
baby.
baby. Such a ghost baby. Bow, wow, wow.
I thought you were gonna do the jazz.
Oh, I see.
Or the blues riff, I mean. Not jazz. This is my
Cancer
jazz.
trinket in the item room. Ooh, good to know. Thank you. Yeah, wait. I thought it was child leash as well. Why is everyone telling me that it's the cancer trinket?
Child leash.
That's
That keeps the babies closer to your body, I think. That's what that does.
Yeah, no, I'm familiar with that.
I forgot. I had to remind myself.
Nick, are you familiar with George Thorogood's magnum opus, Bad to the Bone?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Duke Hope, thanks for the subscription. Congratulations on Papers, Please, even though you just got the similar sounding name and you're not actually the dude. But, isn't there a line in, George Thorogood's magnum opus, Bad to the Bone, where he says that as he came out of the womb, he seduced the nurses?
I could look it up. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I could check.
You know what? I
desire
your feedback here.
All right, Bad to the Bone. Lyrics. Oh, this music video looks fucking awesome. Also,
dude,
I'm gonna have to watch that later.
Is it from the 1980s? Or is that
or
song
earlier? It could be older than that.
Is that a ragtime Scott Joplin remix?
On the day I was born, the nurses all gathered round, and they gazed in wild wonder at the joy they had found. The head nurse spoke up, said, "Leave this one alone." She could tell right away that I was bad to the bone.
Wait, so it was like actually the opposite of what I thought it was. What kind? At first I was like, George Thorogood, I think, you're protesting a little bit too much here. Then, all of a sudden it becomes, wait a minute, this nurse deserves to be fired. This baby was just born, all the nurses gather around, and then she says, you know what, just throw this one in the trash. He's bad to the bone.
Throw this one in the trash. We've had enough, get rid of him.
That's horrible, man.
I love people in my chat just saying, "This is awesome." Like, that thing I just did, that was awesome. Thank you. That's very odd to me, but I appreciate it.
I'm happy to hear that people feel positive about it, but... I mean, if that's my estimation, is that she says throw this baby in the trash because it's bad.
Do you want more?
Well,
I mean, I don't have to sing the rest of it, but I could tell you more. There's
please.
Several more lyrics. I broke 1,000 hearts before I met you. I'll break 1,000 more, baby, before I am through.
Yep.
I want to be yours, pretty baby, yours and yours alone. I'm here to tell you how. I can't stop. It just goes right into it. That I'm bad to the bone. And then the last one is, I make a rich woman beg. That's the first line. I'll make a good woman steal. I'll make an old woman blush. And make a young girl squeal. Ooh, this is very lewd.
The final two don't sound that outrageous. Am I wrong?
Well, what's the good woman stealing for, first of all?
Well, he's just saying, you know, his loving is so good that he can make you do the opposite of what your principles are. But like a young woman squeal is not like that. Isn't that whenever you hear someone squealing, they're always like in a mall, like, oh my god, the shoes are on sale, right? Like that's.
Or they're like, squeal like a pig, daddy.
Okay, well that is like.
They do a little bit of that too.
He doesn't say that, but I do think that you're probably right that it's implied that he is fucking them and role playing as if they are swine. You're probably on the right.
Which is a little bit dark for this kind of what I thought to be sort of a light-hearted, but also a little cheeky kind of song, right?
It's definitely cheeky. There's no question about that.
I think there's a lot of undertones here that I need to sort of sort through.
I think George Thorogood is saying that his dick has exactly the right curve to hit
the male G-spot.
Yeah, to hit the male G-spot, exactly. I also don't think it's that impressive to make an old woman blush. Isn't that? Oh, they're
What's
always
he
like,
saying to her?
they're always like, well, I never. Like that's the first one is like, you know, make a rich woman beg. You're like, okay, I get it. That's a big deal because she's well off.
The lovers.
Make a good woman steal. That makes sense. But make a young woman squeal and an old woman blush? That doesn't make any... That's not impressive. We could do that. I can make a young woman squeal, just show her a picture of a spider.
Oh, yeah. Spiders do that. What's the best way to make an old woman blush, though?
Oh, my God. Luke said that blush is the radio edit.
Oh, shit.
It's
Make
not...
an old
I don't
woman
buy it, but
flush.
it's a great joke, actually. Make an old woman gush. Bow, bow, now, now, now.
You green my panties, dun, 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 dun. Waiting for me, dun, 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 dun. But when I am done,
Dun, 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 dun.
she'll receive my seed.
Oh, my seed. Good lord.
Thank you, Rob CO 150 for the 6 months of subscriptions. Yeah, we're getting a little raunchy today. I'm sorry about that, guys.
Zombolus, thanks for the subscription as well. Yeah, this is not a PG-13 rated stream. Don't take your kids to this one.
I gotta put on that M rating.
Better not bring your kids.
Hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your children.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know the deal.
Because they're...
you just don't have to keep going. That's fine right there. You can stop at that point.
They're looting everybody out here.
Sure, they're doing that.
Not Quaaludes, though. That'd be terrible. I don't even think they make them anymore.
I certainly hope not. Thank you also, Rob CO 150 for the 6 months. Sorry I didn't catch you earlier there. Was in a bad to the bone moment.
Bam.
Yeah, you just want to do that. You guys call me a granny lover? Don't kink shame.
No kink shaming, man. If you want to squeal like a young woman, that's fine. Doesn't bother me. If you want to blush like an old lady, it's all good in the hood, baby.
This run is so good.
Also, can we talk about like the second verse of that song?
Sure, if you want. I closed the thing, so...
Before I met you, break 1,000 more before we are through. All right, he sounds like a heartbreaker. That's fair enough. Wanna be yours, pretty baby. Yours and yours.
Oh, shit, you're right. That's a total contradiction right there.
It became like a love song, but it's not like he's a reformed gigolo. He's also saying that he's still bad to the bone.
Reformed Juggalo, maybe.
Reformed Juggalo.
That's a good Twitch name if anyone wants.
They could use it, man. They could use the form, honestly.
I don't know. I think things have been going different for Shaggy 2 Dope and Violent J lately. They've been doing a lot of, like, church tours.
Really?
They're really into, like, the holy worship thing lately. I don't know. I think the days of, like, killing people with hatchets might be behind them.
I saw a YouTube video. Somehow I got referred to like a Howard Stern YouTube video.
Yeah.
Of Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope on the show, and then somebody calls in and is just like, "I hate you guys. I'm gonna like kick your asses." And then he talks like Violent J talks a bunch of shit. He's like, "Yeah, come by the studio. We'll see what happens. Come by the studio." And then the dude comes by the studio, and it's like,
no!
It's like, I'm here and I'm ready to fight you guys. And then Violent
He
J's
didn't think
like,
he would come by.
Exactly. Violent J's like, "Oh, I'm not about that, you know. Like if
That's not my life.
days, like maybe I would have done this, but now I got stuff to lose." And he's like, "Yeah, whatever you have." He was like very erudite about it too. He's like, "Well, you know, I really don't like them. I'd like to fight, but if they don't want to fight, there's nothing I can do about it. But I just want to know they're a little bitch." And then it got like really like over melodramatic. It was really. I liked it.
I think you call them a buster when they do that, don't you?
That's absolutely true. But it's also a guy who thinks he's fly, also known as the Buster.
When you say you're gonna fight somebody and then privately you back off because you're just not about that life.
I think that if that doesn't make you a Buster, I don't know what does.
That's, yeah. Busting doesn't make me feel good when it comes to that kind of thing.
Ghost busting.
Yeah, those ghosts gotta get busted, but not that kind of thing.
If there's anything I can say about Ray Parker Jr. is that he got it wrong.
What did he get wrong?
He needs to be more specific.
Okay.
Ghost busting makes you feel good. Nut busting probably makes you feel good.
Yeah?
Depends, unless you're one of those people who likes getting like punched in the dick when you're...
Oh, the cock and ball torture where they step on it with the stiletto heels.
Yes, named after the German region, the cock and ball region, where
CBT.
where they make the shoes. Yeah. But being a buster, that doesn't make me feel good. Using my M buster, sometimes it feels good. Like if you're fighting Metal Man, then sure. But after that, it's like you got to use something different.
Well, let's be honest, a lot of Mega Man 2, if you're really good at the game, you can get through it with just your M-Buster.
It's probably fair, yeah. I wouldn't dispute that.
Bubble Man 2, he just bends over and takes it. That's fine. That's his thing.
Boba Fett just rolls over and takes it?
No, never. He just falls into dark places sometimes. That's his thing.
Can we... I mean, I feel like this is well-trodden territory. Why does everyone like Boba Fett?
Because he has a jetpack and is enigmatic. That's his thing, completely.
Okay. Because he, like, goes out like a bitch. I know.
Yeah, he does.
Actually, he doesn't die.
He never goes out, though.
He doesn't die in the Sarlacc pit, actually, though.
He gets stronger than ever.
It's like his... No, wait, I'm thinking of Darth Maul. Like, his rage keeps him alive, and then he becomes, like, a fucking spider Sith. That's the truth, by the way. But, well, it's the fiction, but
he gets more legs?
He gets more legs, yeah. And,
That's awesome. Good for him.
I was like, Jango Fett's dad goes out like a bitch as well? Like, Jango
Well, he got unchained, and then I don't know what happens after that.
Jango Fett is cooler, because, like, he had, like, 1,000,000 clones made of him. That's pretty dope. But then, he just gets, like, his head chopped off by Mace Windu.
It wasn't
close. Though. Like, they kind of, like, sparred a little bit, and then Mace Windu was like, I'm just going to cut your head off if that's okay with you.
Yeah, you know, you make such an epic life for yourself, and then it's just over in a flash like that. It just seems like so anticlimactic. Anticlimactic.
The reason I had respect for Boba Fett is because in the N64 game Star Wars Shadows of the Empire, Star Wars Shadows of the Empire.
Yeah, I remember that.
Star Wars Shadows of the Empire, he's a really annoying boss, and he's on a long level that requires you to also fight an AT-AT before you, or an AT-S.
He's on Hoth, right? And at the end he's flying around like a little bee?
No, he's in like Canyon Map.
Canyon Map. I remember falling off a lot, but maybe that was every level.
No, that seems like Canyon Map. You fall a lot in Canyon Map.
I remember a lot of ice walls too, though.
No, that's Hoth for sure.
Yeah.
Well, but in Hoth though, you're thinking of the first level. Oh yeah, sorry, the second level. So in the first level, you're flying your like little A-wing or whatever it is around Hoth, and then the second level, you're Dash Rendar on the ground in like the snow area, and you fight that. You do fight an AT-ST.
I can't believe you remember all that.
I probably played it like back in 2011.
All right, yeah, no, it's been like 15 years for me.
That's fair.
Also, that sewer level was hot shit.
I never got that far in Shadows of the Empire.
You didn't beat it?
Man, I don't think I ever beat Boba Fett level, to be honest with you.
It was like Mario 64, then Shadows of the Empire for like 2 years, and then finally GoldenEye.
I've told this story about 18 times, but when people complain about game prices today, I just remember buying Shadows of the Empire for 110 Canadian dollars at Toys R Us. So,
which is fucking nuts.
Yeah. And that
absolutely nuts.
That was in 1996 or 1997. So it was like a $180 game now.
You should have kept it in the package. You'd be a fucking billionaire.
I mean, it's a pretty good game, but
it's like all right.
Exactly. Yes. I agree with it.
I don't think it holds up very well over time. Is also a thing.
It's nostalgia, you know? There's some nostalgia.
I guess so. I should try and play that again. It's probably real bad now.
Shadows of the Empire? It's not that bad.
Probably have a whole bunch of CBT.
There is very little CBT in that game.
You didn't get the final boss though.
That's
steps
true.
on your nutsack.
I never got to play Prince Zizor, but I was all about like the the level where you replicate that scene from The New Hope, where you like shoot down the TIE fighters and the. I think you actually are in the Millennium Falcon. Hey, the Wolf Grim. Thank you very much for the sub.
Baby mom's knife. Here we go.
Yeah, man. It took me a while to realize that the reason I really liked that level is because they cheated and just used the John Williams score. And then I was like, why is this so epic? When you're like 12, you got no idea.
Are you sure your favorite level wasn't when you got to take down the AT-ATs with the tie cable? Because that's like everybody's favorite.
No, that was
fantasy
pretty
to live
fun
out.
too. I wouldn't disagree with that. But I would.
And
No,
it
I was
kind
all
of
about
worked.
That one is what I was all about.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty epic. I'll give you one thing about Star Wars, for sure, the soundtrack is fantastic. Doesn't matter if you like the movie or not.
John Williams routinely kills it.
And I even was pretty happy with the soundtrack in the new one.
I still have not seen it.
It was pretty good.
Hey,
I think
Wolf's
you'll
in
be
my
disappointed.
door. Thanks for the resub. I
love that guy.
Point. Yeah, I like that guy too. Let's see, he's playing the Witness. You're playing the Witness.
I live the Witness at this point. My life has become witness to nothing.
The puzzles, yeah. Your life it's a maze, man.
I got stuck in Shrek's fucking torture chamber for like 200 hours last night. I still haven't quite woken up. I'm having one of those, like, am I on the plane days today, actually.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Shrek's torture chamber, by the way, is the colorful swamp, in case you're wondering. You go down into some deep, dark corridors down there, and it gets real funky in a bad way.
I think that's the canonical name that Jonathan Blow used. Spent 8 months making Shrek Swamp in The Witness.
I feel bad for him. I feel like his brain probably turned into mush after about the 7,000th Tetris puzzle that he made.
No kidding, right? Like, it's my brain turned to mush. I played it for
My
like 2
brain?
hours. My brain! I played it for like 2 hours, and then I was like, I need to take a break for like maybe 2 or 3 years.
No, you don't. You never take a break from that game.
I got to, I was solving some shadow puzzles, you know what I mean?
Oh, I love them. Did them all in one sitting, no problem.
Silhouette-based puzzles, and I was like, I gotta take some time for me. I gotta take some me time. That doesn't really work.
It's alright, you tried it. I appreciate that you put your backbone into it. This run can't do any wrong. I'm not even paying full attention to the game, and it's just like, here's every good item in the game. Here you go. Have fun. It's like a gift.
Yeah, this one's pretty easy. I'm having a pretty darn good time, to be honest with you. Ah!
You know, it's so sad. I did the daily for the first time in like a month, and it was a day when you just had done it, I guess, so you didn't see my score when you got to it.
Yeah, no, I saw it the next day, and I actually vouched for you, because
thanks.
You're a good dude.
Aw.
So I was like, you know, math is a piece of shit. Like, I just have to preface like every sentence I say with that. But then I was like, Nick tried to do the self-sacrifice room, and he didn't realize you still can't fight Mega Satan.
His ignorance.
Even if you finish it. So I was like, that's an honest mistake, man. That could happen to anybody.
I went way down the rabbit hole trying to make that run better when I just did not need to. If I would have just scrapped all of those concepts, I probably would have come out 10 grand higher on my score.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely fair.
It's still a fun run, though. Even if it was like 50 minutes long.
Yeah, I don't really remember it, because they all just blur together, but...
Yeah.
I feel you.
Well, it was an Isaac D6 run, so, like, how bad could it really be?
Yeah, exactly, right? Today's daily has Mega on it.
Whoa!
And I gave
Does that mean you unlocked it?
No, you just... It has, like, a universal item pool.
That's true.
But I dropped Mega to take an item that I thought might give me a chance at more points.
Yeah, because Mega's got about 200 billion charges to get full.
And I was like, well, this one doesn't go all the way to the end, so I was like, I should try. Oh, that was dangerous. I should try to take something that can let me go one floor deeper.
Do you think it's worth it as an item, or is it more of a novelty, having it be that many charges?
Mega is still awesome.
What situations would that really benefit you other than boss rush or like Hush or something?
You just, like, unlike most good boss items, you don't save it, or most good items, I should say, you don't save it for the boss. You just pop it on the floor, and then you can usually get like at least 2/3 of your charge back. And
Or
clear
you look out for batteries or try and get batteries everywhere.
not even, just like every room you finish gives it one more tick. You'll need to finish like 12 rooms to get your charge back.
Right.
So it's pretty good. Like
All right. Well, I haven't really run into it in the wild other than like one time, so maybe I will again someday. No devil deal on this floor, huh? All right, let's use the Joker card then.
This guy's got a Joker card.
Of course. Now I don't. I used it. Oh, now I got a freaking goat head and fear shot.
You don't need a Joker card after you got that. That's just science.
Well, if I didn't use a Joker card, I wouldn't have the goat head, and then I would have missed a whole bunch more.
Exactly true.
The spiral continues. Oh yeah, I know blast persists through rooms. I know that. It's just
also
even still
worth noting on boss rush. It's incredible.
Can it kill a whole phase of Mega Satan?
It will probably kill all of Mega Satan, is my guess.
Well, it's just the way it's broken up. Like he's invincible for so much of the fight, and then when he goes down behind the ground, it like takes a while.
I see what you're saying.
You get about 15 seconds of actual use out of blast, I think. Still looks quite impressive. Chat loved it when I popped it the one time I got to use it.
You just go, oh!
Yeah, it's one of those moments like the rap battle kind of thing where you're just falling all over each other shouting. It's very exciting. Thank you, Orthon6 for 9 months in a row. That means baby time. I'm naming her Valerie.
You could have a baby at 6 months. It's confirmed.
Yeah. Did I say 6? I meant 9.
Oh, you might have said 9. Maybe I just got 6, because those two numbers are...
They're inextricably linked.
That's the word. That's exactly the word I was looking for. I didn't get inextricably. I got inexplicitly. And that is like 5 words in one.
Inexplicitly.
Inexplicitly. Yeah, that's where I fell on that one.
Well, your heart was in the right place. You certainly knew what you were trying to say. And that's what's really important. Language is just a conveyor of messages.
That's always been my philosophy, is that language is a conveyor belt. And,
if you put enough things on the conveyor belt, eventually you'll start a shipping company, I guess.
Exactly. So, ipso facto, shipping and receiving. CBT. We're all familiar with the CBT method.
You just slip the CBT and nobody even notices anymore.
I don't know, man. Like, okay, I'm not kink shaming at all. I'm actually coming at this from the female perspective.
Yeah? Do you
Like-
want to step on someone's balls?
Well, that's what I mean. Like, if I was a female pornographic actress, and they were like, "Hey, have sex with this dude," I'd be like, "Okay, that's pretty much what I signed up for."
Yep.
You know, we'll make
Among
sure it's on
other
the
things.
up and up and be good. And then they were like, "Okay, so when he comes, you gotta punch him in the nuts." I'd be like, "Man, there's got to be like some extra like legal stuff that we have to
Is that
worry
how it
about
works?
in this situation." Like,
I'm only tangentially aware of how this whole CBT thing is. Like, I don't really get into it myself, but I thought it was more like they just crush your balls on a piece of wood or like step on it with your foot. I didn't know coming had anything to do with it, actually.
I thought it was like more higher efficacy if it happened at the moment of climax.
Oh, so it's like you could throw a little shaming in there maybe too and get the whole setup.
Yeah, I mean, first off, it just seems like a fundamental lack of respect.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, I thought we were sharing a beautiful moment as human beings, and then you're punching me in the nuts. Where did that come from? Where'd you get those shoes?
I think we're verging very close to sounding like we're shaming people, and I want to reiterate again, we're not. We're just having a little fun with the absurdity of sexuality, because sometimes it is a little wild.
Exactly. Like, if you're into it, you're into it. There's nothing wrong with it. Everybody's into some weird stuff. I like boobs. That's like fucking super weird, man.
Dude, butts are awesome.
What's up with butts? This guy's into butts? Hold up, okay.
They're so good.
I don't mean to kink shame you, but butts? Do you know you poop from there?
I've heard that. I've never seen it happen though, so until then, I'm gonna just keep the verdict out.
Have you ever seen someone poop like real time live action?
I've seen my cat poop before.
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting.
Dude,
right?
he meows right before he poops because I think he's scared about it.
He's scared. That's kind of cute, actually.
He's like, I don't know what's happening to my body, but it's doing that thing again. Meow.
Boobs are just pseudo butts. That doesn't make any fucking
They're front
sense.
butts.
How does that make any sense? Boobs are just front butts.
Cleavage is like a front butt.
Yeah, do you ever see a baby, like, drinking milk from its mom's ass?
No, I don't, but that would be a wild picture.
That would really turn reality on its head, wouldn't it?
I don't think I'd be interested in watching that.
I'd like to see it from an intellectual standpoint at least once.
Guppy item on depths 2. That's a little too late at this point, right?
This
Too little too late.
Motherfucker's on the depths too.
Where should I be?
I'm
Should I
on
be
the
done with the
chest.
run? Oh, fucking hell.
And I did boss rush and hush.
Alright, whatever. I'm
I just
still
don't know.
beating the
I don't
shit
know
out
how
of the
it
game.
happened.
I don't care.
Mr.
At
Oh, this
basically
run's
full
so
health.
good. How are you still all the way back there?
Because when I get a really good run, I savor it more than you do. You just
I
try
see.
and throw it in the grinder as fast as possible
Yeah.
to get to the next thing.
Throw this one away. It's bad to the bone.
Yeah. Throw the baby in the trash.
That's the content grinder, man.
We had a baby, throw it in the trash.
Oh, that's bad. I may die though, by the way.
Alright, I'm in no danger of this right
I probably won't, but I may.
now. Cobalt does not kill, no. He's away for packs.
Oh, even better. Yeah, Cobalt, he's away for packs. That dude, he's like always on the go, man.
That's part and parcel with being an entertaining personality. You've got to travel around the world all the time.
I guess so. Here's my impression of like everybody on Twitch and YouTube. Oh, I hate traveling. I hate PAX tickets are on sale.
Yeah.
Pick up 80 of them. That's
That's
my
kind of
impression.
accurate, though.
God, traveling's so stressful. Here's a selfie of me in first class.
Enjoying
drinking some
beer.
champagne. Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying I'm not guilty of it. All right, let's start like an Azazel run, I guess. That was fine.
I'm pretty okay with traveling maybe like twice a year at most. I don't really want to do much more than that.
I'm not saying Cobalt's like that either. Cobalt.
Yeah, no, he's not. He actually doesn't do any of that stuff.
He tweets pictures of like milkshakes sometimes. Have you ever popped champagne while on a plane getting some brain? She said, I ain't never seen snakes on a plane. Whether you're poor or rich, you gotta hit this. Having money ain't everything, not having it is.
Is he calling head brain? Because that sounds real creepy to me.
He does. Kanye West in the song Good Life from 2008 calls oral sex.
You have to say the year as well. You just memorize the year of some fucking song.
Might be 07 now that I think about it, actually. Welcome to the good life.
The idea of thinking about her brain like sloshing around as she's blowing you sounds real creepy to me.
But it's like the most accurate because like the brain is the one doing most of the work, right?
It's sending those motor neuron signals to cause them to fillet better, yeah.
Welcome to the good life. Where we like the girls who ain't on TV because they got more ass than the models. I don't even understand that line. We like real women because they got more ass than the models have. In what world, what tax bracket do you have to be in that's a problem?
It's a commentary on the way that we've sort of fetishized slimness.
Oh, I see.
So he's being body positive by saying that.
Unless you're a model, in which case he doesn't like you as much as a regular person.
I think even some models would agree that their standards are a little wild. But
Well, that's fair.
that could get into a topic that I don't think we're prepared to discuss in a day when we're talking about sloshing brains and head. I'm certainly not awake enough for it.
No, I'm with you on that one. But then T-Pain in that song says, welcome to the good life, better than the life I lived when I thought that I was gonna go crazy. And you're like, okay, that's fair. That's a good line. And now my grandmama ain't the only person calling me baby. And you're like, what?
He's got a girlfriend now. His grandma was he was an innocent part of his life.
See, you went for the obvious. And I'm thinking, where's his mom? Shouldn't his mom be calling him baby too?
All right, that's kind of a presumption that could lead to some sadness.
Look, I do recognize that it's possible Teddy Payne's mother has deceased. And if that's the case, then that's a really good explanation.
But you're saying he needs to say that in the lyric, even though it's not convenient?
Show me the death certificate.
Maybe he doesn't want to bring up those bad memories, and now you're forcing it.
Oh, because he's talking about the good life. I see.
Yeah. This is a time for celebration, not a time to remember sadness.
Also,
Like
chat
the NLSS.
pointing out, Kanye West has been married to a model with a famously fat ass for like 3 years. And
Well, when did the song happen?
it happened a couple years before. Santar Ha 51. Thank you very much for the.
So you're calling him a buster. You're saying he went back on his word.
I'm saying he was disingenuous in the song "The Good Life."
Jesus, Kanye. Come on, man.
He's married to a reality TV actress and also model who is famous for having a huge butt. It's like you couldn't be more hypocritical in your lyrics. We like the girls who ain't on TV. She's on TV all the time.
Reality TV star.
Because they got more ass than the models.
I feel like this is by itself one of those topics you could do an entire YouTube video on if you cared enough.
I agree.
Just to rant about that hypocrisy. Somebody's probably done it already.
Don't forget she did porn too. I don't think it's fair to say that elite sex tape is porn.
Oh.
That's not really porn.
Wait, are we equating that as that? Or did she also do actual adult films?
That's where they're coming from on that one.
Okay.
That's not really doing porn.
That's like somebody stole some shit on my hard drive and put it online, and now all of a sudden I have a career? What?
Okay, here's the question. Would you have sex with Ray J for Kim Kardashian's net worth?
I don't know who Ray J is.
Ray J is the one that she had sex with. It was her boyfriend, is commonly known.
I know Ray J against the machine.
Gonzalez the Great and Powerful. Thank you very much for the subscription.
Is he against Florence and the Machine, Ray J?
Rage Against the Machine? I see what you're saying there. He's against all machines, actually.
Well, little does he know our body is just a machine, as well as a Wonderland.
Oh, okay, you got me on that one.
I saw it coming.
It's a great song, man. Because when you think about it, it really is. There's all sorts of theme park type action going on in there, right?
It's more like a machine than a Wonderland, though.
I think it's a Wonderland. I think it's Canada's Wonderland. Paramount Canada's Wonderland.
Can an American be Canada's Wonderland?
I wouldn't fuck Ray J for Kim Kardashian's net worth, but I'd give him brain for half of her net worth.
So you gotta draw the line at penetration.
I don't know, man. This is a weird one. I don't know. Like,
what about for 10% more dick?
I just mean, okay, assume that the net worth is equal. Would I rather blow Ray J or have sexual intercourse with him? I think intercourse?
Why not both?
Well, I mean, okay, if you're doing it for pleasure, then it's just a double whammy, but I don't know if I'm getting a deal by getting half as much.
You're getting the D.
Well, it depends. Am I hitting him or is he hitting me? That's
all I know is you're getting some wicked CBT at the end of it.
Probably true, yeah. Are you pitching or catching? That's exactly my philosophy. I don't buy the idea that if you're not homosexual, then giving another man a blowjob is somehow preferable to having intercourse with him. But I think there's a lot to tease out there.
It's almost more personal in a way.
That's what I was thinking. It's almost like you're doing it because you want to, which is not. There's nothing wrong with that. But
like your mouth is closer to your brain than your ass is.
So is your nose is closer to his dick as well. So just think about that.
That's also true.
But I guess, like, if I close my eyes, I can pretend like I was just having a salty popsicle.
Yeah, nothing wrong with salty popsicles.
In the other way, if I close my eyes, I'm going to have to pretend I'm getting, like, a colonoscopy, and the doctor's really into it.
The awake kind.
Yeah, I think you're awake during a colonoscopy, aren't you?
I thought they knock you out sometimes for it. Maybe I'm wrong.
You gotta lay on your side, I think, but that doesn't mean you're asleep, you know?
Yeah, no, I've laid on my side and not been asleep a couple of times.
NL, please. Yo, if you're not comfortable enough in your sexuality to ask these questions, then, you know,
Really no big deal.
It's your problem. Yeah, exactly. You're under light sedation. What is that? They shine like the sun in your eyes?
They put a little bit of that, like, that cream on your asshole that makes it tingle a little, I guess.
Oh, we're all familiar with that. Peanut butter. I think that's what they call it. Anil, you're going to the wrong doctors. I've never had a colonoscopy.
Me either.
Doesn't really bother me. And like, I mean, I'm not going to get one for pleasure necessarily, but if they're like, hey.
Necessarily?
For necessarily, yeah. Well, I mean, healthcare is free up here, so I like, you know. I'm trying medical. I'll try anything once. But
stop by the doctor's office. You know, I was thinking about just getting one of those pleasure colonoscopies. You got any doctors into that?
I've been hearing so much about. I should have used Perthrow there, but I feel like you know, people like men are so protective of like their butts. You ever talk to a young man about like getting his prostate checked? That did not come out right. You ever talk to a young man about getting their? Hey, excuse me, young man. Can you spare a moment to talk about your prostate? But no, people are like, man, no doctor's putting his hand up my ass, even if it does stop me from dying from the world's most horrible disease. You're like, really? As if my doctor, if I go in for a physical like once a year. If my doctor was like, hey, I gotta put my hand up your ass, it gives us a pretty good chance of you not dying, like wasting away over the next like 6 months. I'd be like, wow, you really sold that, doc. That's all. Sign me up. Can we do it today? And the answer is probably yes, I'm assuming.
Yeah, colon health's a serious issue, and thinking you have some kind of principled homophobic stand on it is a real stupid way to go.
That's thinking that they don't use their hand. They use their hand to do the prostate exam, man.
Well, it's because we went back and forth between colonoscopy and prostate. Those are two different things.
That would be sweet, though, if your doctor just held onto a GoPro and, like, put it in your ass.
Just went in fist first and then opened his hand up.
Oh, it's not their hand, it's their finger. Okay. I get it. But, like...
Oh, well, your finger's attached to your hand, if you want to go that route.
If we're going to be technical, I would say that it is partly your hand, yes. I would agree
Unless
with
they
that.
pull their finger off before they do it.
Probably unlikely.
Just jam it up there and let the rest figure itself out.
A doctor could do anything to me if they tell me that it's good to do, and I think that's, you know, it's a good philosophy, you know, trust your doctor.
I like to think I'm that way too, but then I'm gonna eventually get to that point where I'm gonna have to have a hose stuck down my throat, and I'm gonna be like, man, this is awful, and that'll probably happen to all of us at some point in our lives, sadly.
I mean, at some point, I guess you reach the point where the indignity maybe is not worth it for you anymore, and that's fair. But
oh, it's not even about indignity in that case. It's really just about, I'm gonna choke like hell on this, and it's gonna be real fucking uncomfortable.
That makes sense. I don't know. I'm actually, like, I always want my doctor to do more tests. I feel really weird. I go in as like a mid-20s male, and they're like, okay, time for your physical. What's wrong? And I'm like, well, I feel like mostly pretty good. And they're like, okay, go home then. That's not what. Well, you got paid like $200 for this interaction. You didn't do anything. They're like, well, apparently this is true. I've had it from multiple doctors. The actual standard practice for getting a physical, unless you're like a professional athlete or something, or going into the army, is basically if you're in your mid-20s and you're a man, they just ask you if you feel okay. And if you say yes, then they're like, all right, you can go.
What's great is in America, then they will then take that and bill insurance for like $300 or $400 because they didn't have to do anything, and the insurance company doesn't know. And then they get paid, and then we all pay the price.
Gorillionaire, thank you very much for the subscription.
It's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. I'm not complaining, by the way, because, you know, it would be worse if I went into the doctor and they're like, what's wrong? And I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure I have like acute pancreatitis or something. That's a worse situation. I would not even dispute that at all. But, you know, isn't that your job? Aren't you supposed to run a battery of tests and then be like, yeah, you're fine?
Is that how you broach the question to a doctor? You go in, hey, doc, I think I have acute pancreatitis.
I think if you say that, they actually refer you to like a psychologist. They're like, this dude spends too much time
on the fucking internet.
Exactly. This guy's on WebMD too often.
Yeah, I've actually had that exact chain of thoughts in my mind before. Like, I want to tell the doctor I think I have this, but if I say that, will she think that I did this? I think that's true.
I've had a cough for 4 days. I'm pretty sure. This is how Andy Kaufman died, man.
Kaufman. It's right in the name.
Well, Jesus, I never even thought about that. That's Andy Kaufman. This dude is a friggin' wacko, is what chat's saying right now.
Which dude is that?
Probably both of us.
Yep.
Actually, you go in and you say, Doctor, doctor, tell me the news. I got a bad case of loving
you.
So, like, I never even thought about that song. Is he actually in love with his doctor?
I need context.
Because I'd always taken it at face value that he's just in love with somebody. Like, if he was like, Gurren Buster, thank you very much for the subscription, by the way. But if he was like, Doctor, doctor, tell me the news, I got a bad case of being in love, you'd be like, that's fair.
It also wouldn't rhyme very much.
Yeah, but if he said, Doctor, doctor, tell me the news, I got a bad case of loving you, it sounds like, first off, you just told her the news. Secondly, you're in love with your doctor. How does that happen? Have you ever met her outside of the office? Maybe it's just bedside manner.
You're kind of losing track of the fact that this is a song meant to be listened by other people. So the you is the variable.
Oh, I see. So he loves the listener.
I think so. It's to let you project your body into that case so you can feel loved.
Tell me the news, I got a bad case of loving you. Open parentheses. The you is the actual you. It was you all along.
Exactly. From a marketing perspective, it's a little bit shady, but psychologically, I think that kind of thing is sort of encouraged because it provides some sort of an attachment between the artist and the listener.
Cynically, if I was ever going to become a pop music artist, which, given my vocal chops, I think is probably pretty likely.
Pretty likely, yeah.
I want to do one of those songs that always has, like, a spot for audience participation. Because they always do gangbusters, man. Songs with a sing-along always kill.
I agree, but they also can go tremendously wrong when you force it on an audience that doesn't give a shit. And it happens so often after an artist's career is ended.
Yeah. Baby Got Back, like, 2005 remix.
They're doing the whole, everybody get on your feet, everybody clap your hands. Everybody's like, fuck off, I'm drinking a beer, go away.
That one, I see what you're saying.
So just be careful and be cognizant of that. Try and give yourself an out where you might be able to put a bridge over it in case you don't want to do that at that show, because you got to read the audience, man. If they're not into it, they're not into it.
That's when you go, I can't hear you.
And that's when you jump the shark. You got to be careful. That's how it goes from being a shitty night to a terrible night.
Let's see where you're coming from on that.
Just trying to look out for you here. I don't want your performances to go down in flames.
Dude, I'm telling you, if you write a song with a sing-along, can't go wrong.
All right.
I also realized that, like, at some point recently, I become, like, my dad. I now listen to a radio station that is just the best of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And I always expect that at the end, they're going to be like, and today! Like, we skip, like, the 90s, but they don't. They just play, they play, like, they played songs, and I've noticed that the songs, they all got good sing-alongs, man. They're playing, like, some Build Me Up Buttercup. I'm like, yeah, no, that's probably the most popular song ever written.
That's from the 80s?
I think it's from the 60s, 70s, or 80s.
Oh, right, that included all of those. Okay, sure. Alright, so put all your stock into sing-alongs, then.
I'm telling you, if I wrote a song, it would have a sing-along. And it doesn't have to be like a pantomime section. It just has to be like a man or a woman with a unique voice singing can also count as a sing-along. Like a cheerleader song, where the guy is talking about how his girlfriend's a cheerleader.
Well, you don't have to limit it to just sing-alongs. There's also call and response, which is quite effective with most audiences.
Dude, has some call and response. No question about that.
There's a few different directions you can take it, and all of them probably work out about the same. Sure, a guillotine, whatever. Let's do it. We're still playing Isaac.
Yeah, I'm on my Azazel round fighting Hush, so.
Okay.
Well, there's a perfect opportunity here. If you had to do a live cover in front of your audience of any song, what would it be? Probably Wild Wild West, for sure.
Yeah, you already have done it, and it's worked out for you.
Yeah, it's one of the very few songs that I've ever done, like, at karaoke, and people were like, whoa, NL's, like, really good at this. Most of the other time, it's just tolerated.
There was another rap song you did that was pretty good.
Regulate. I felt like I nailed Regulate, but nobody met me in the middle on Regulate.
I can't remember. I'm going to have to go back and consult my private video collection.
Like, on Regulate, I was like, who's going to be my Nate Dogg or my Warren G? And nobody took up the mantle. Fox picked up the microphone, but then just repeated the last word that I said, like he's the world's worst hype man.
He's the hype man back in time 1 second.
Yeah, exactly. He's just like, in case you missed it.
Hype is all future, not past, man. You gotta know that if you're in the hype business.
Mostly, like, there's 2 vocal parts in that song, and you took neither of them. But there's only 2 microphones, and you took one of them. It's
the value proposition's a little off there.
It's an unequal distribution of resources, is what it is.
My private video collection that I spoke of was not Northernlion pornography, no.
It's our private let's play for money. Play what you want me to play.
In the future, we'll have private Let's Play collections of our close YouTube friends that are just designed for us specifically.
I've been cellaring this vintage,
it's a fine vintage
Northernlion Isaac episode, waiting for a good occasion.
It's like having stock shares you can give to your investors. You just give them a private Isaac episode they can keep for their collection.
Yeah, it's like a bond.
I'll redeem that in 2072.
NL Borat, please? What do you mean?
They want more Borat, I guess.
Oh,
it's nuts!
Who's Borat? I don't know who Borat is. Nuts! If I pay $1,000, can I get a private Isaac episode? Yes.
Okay, I don't want to actually start this, but that could probably be a thing.
If you want to start commissioning Isaac episodes for you and you alone at $1,000 a pop, I'm in, baby.
It's pretty easy to want to do that because really it wouldn't take all that much individually to break more than even from what the ad revenue would end up being.
I will, you know.
So you've got leverage on your side.
I'm
not telling you,
much, but we're not making $1,000 per Isaac episode. So if you want to start, hitting me up at $1,000 per Isaac episode, I could be persuaded pretty easily.
And oddly enough, my persuasion might be much easier than Ryan's, if you could believe that.
You can't crowdsource it though, because it has to be 1,000 per person.
And it's got to be individual.
Because otherwise, then it's just YouTube.
It's just a smaller version of YouTube.
Otherwise, you got like 500 people paying, $2 each for an Isaac episode, and it's getting too close to reality.
They don't just stream on Hitbox and
yeah, exactly.
Same thing, right?
When is the karaoke stream, you egg scum? Kate's got to get to 3 trillion subscribers on Twitch. It's been waiting on it forever, man.
Are you gonna do Rock Band for real though?
Yeah, we got to get to it's gated by her subscriber.
Right.
Consider the fact that $1,000 an episode values your time at about $1,600 an hour. Seems about right to me. Is there?
That's very high.
What's minimum wage these days?
Well, in the U.S., they're trying to kick it up to $1,100 an hour. So.
Oh well, see, we're only making like 50% over minimum wage.
It's a great argument. Yeah, I could be persuaded to do private Let's Plays. It's the thing. Yeah, but I don't want it to really be a thing.
Dude, I would, if you're like a super rich dude, I would totally be like your Let's Play court jester or something. He's so sick.
But what if they name the games though?
Still do it, man. Depends. You gotta make a pretty compelling offer, but.
All right. So maybe Lost Planet 2 could happen.
If you are willing to pay me 8 figures a year.
Okay.
No problem.
So make Nick a millionaire, and then we can make Lost Planet 2 private.
You gotta be like a multi-millionaire.
But I can never show you any of them. They're just for me.
I'm gonna demand a $10 million salary.
Fuck. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it a 10 million.
Only for Lost Planet. If you want me to play Five Nights at Freddy's, that's only like a couple G's.
Five Nights at Freddy got fingered.
Finally, I can get that Katawa Shouju Let's Play. No,
finish Grey's Anatomy!
I'm playing the long con, man. I'm just waiting until like some Saudi oil princes get really into Isaac, and then I'll turn donations on Twitch and be like, surprise, motherfuckers, 50K, no big deal.
Play the Long Dark instead of the Long Con. It's a lot better.
The Long Con is my mod for the Long Dark.
Oh. What about the Long War?
That's my mod for XCOM.
Oh.
I made that. For XCOM. Whoa, that's a lot of batteries.
That's a lot of nuts. Dark Judas as Azazel.
The long dark juice.
A downgrade. Whatever.
I took it. And I'm happy to be alive.
I wonder if you could sell embargoed, privatized Let's Plays.
What do you mean by embargoed? Like they go live?
Of games that aren't available yet.
Oh man, that's
That's so many levels of shitty.
you get into some consequences there for sure.
It just crossed my mind as like, I wonder if someone would think that was a loophole out of the actual trouble you would get in.
I think people would still, well, not people. I think the person involved would be mad. I tried CBT to help with my anxiety. Oh, that's cognitive behavioral therapy. That's something completely different.
No, cock and ball torture, cognitive behavioral therapy, same thing.
Imagine that mix-up at the psychiatrist's office.
She's just telling you, get your nuts out, and I'm going to step on them, and you're like, wait, I thought this is not how we did this. Yeah, might as well go along with it.
I wanted to talk about my anxiety, and now you're talking. It's not really helping me when you're talking about punching me in the nuts, Dr. Mingal.
Why are you putting on a boxing glove?
Or even worse, if you're like, you know, you go to get like this is how I imagine myself in that scenario. I'm gonna put myself in the shoes of somebody who wants to jerk off and have a mistress punch them in the sack when they come. But then I go in and she's like, "Tell me about your mother," and I'm like, "Whoa, she's like a really cerebral dominatrix." And then like an hour later, I'm like, "Well, I haven't gotten off yet," and she's like, "Well, what do you think this is? Cock and ball torture? What do you expect, lobster?" You remember that old song and dance?
I'm still just hung up on the idea of her putting on a boxing glove and treating your sack like a speed bag.
Like a seed bag, a speed
A
bag.
seed bag, even better.
A
Yeah, most of it doesn't come from your balls, actually.
Most of the semen, you mean?
Yeah, it's all kind of located up in like your groin areas.
In your groinal areas.
It all mixes at the last second. So you
Is
got a
that
little
true?
bartender in there. What?
One little bit of seminal fluid and one little bit of
Put some bitters,
Semen, I guess, is the other one. Put some semen in there.
a little salt, shaken, not stirred.
Little salts. Lead Dennis, thank you very much for the subscription as well. How you doing, Nick?
You know, I'm fine. I'm just kind of kicking it with Mom right now.
Can
Yeah.
I kick it? Yes, you can.
Oh, I didn't know there was a call and response to that, or I would have done it.
See? Tribe Called Quest, they know what's up. But can I kick it?
You're talking about my nut bag? No.
Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Thank you, Wolves at my door. Are you going to continue your run, or are you going to press onwards?
I'm done whenever you want to be done.
Alright, let's run some ads, and then we're going to play some Goofball Goals. Thanks for watching for now, and I'll see you guys in 3 minutes.
Not the GBs. Who'd have thought? Playing The Witness for 16 hours and not sleeping at all would put me in a really good mood.
You didn't sleep?
No, I did. It's just, I was up until 7 a.m.
What in the world, man?
I got really into it. I didn't want to stop. And eventually my body kind of stopped, and then I had to go to bed.
That's too much.
It is. It was excessive, but it also felt good in a weird way. I haven't mainlined a game that hard in a long time.
Goofball Goals does not have a spot in my volume mixer to be turned down.
Oh. That's never been an issue before.
It's an incredibly strange problem to have.
I still do the thing where I stretch the bottom of it. Silly.
How does it not show up in the volume mixer?
Yeah, mine's there. You might just have to reset it or something. Turn it off and on again.
It's very strange.
Or it could just be Windows fucking up, I don't know. Alright, I got a couple donations here I want to read out real quick. So we've got one from Zono Josh for $10. Says, say hi to NL for me. Also, make Nick rich. Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you to Hauser97 for the $4.20. That's a curious number to donate. Here, have some money just because your hair looks so nice today. Also, NL, your hair looks nice. Looks amazing.
Appreciate that.
Thanks very much, Hauser. And also to Justin 300K. Where's my... Yeah, 3,000K, sorry. For 13 months in a row.
Appreciate it.
Thank you to Duke Hope for $6.69 for
He's a poser, man.
the donation. A Nick, thanks for all the awesome content. Keep on doing you. Thank you very much. Good old Bugenhagen's back in the house again for $6.69. Just closed on buying my first house. Wanted to share my happiness and excitement. That's fucking awesome. Congrats. Also, maybe you should hang on to that $6.69. There's a lot of ownership fees involved with owning a house, I've heard.
You're going to be paying a mortgage until you're like 65 years old, but that's okay.
Yeah, we're $69 even.
If you live there, it doesn't matter.
Also got $5 from Poetry Stud Gaming. Says, glad I was able to subscribe today, Nick. I figured after over a year of watching, I owed you some form of payment. Also tell Ryab that Loki had a med kit, and I'm still angry about it. Heart.
I think that's fair to be mad about that, honestly.
Thanks, Poetry Stud. Lastly, we had 5 from Sparta Force Edge, or Force. I don't know quite how to say that. Tell NL for Axis. I'm being the messenger again. Tell NL for Axis is hiring the Long War mod team to make an XCOM 2 Long War DLC. Oh. Also, my name is Nick, more specifically Nicholas. Well, mine is also more specifically Nicholas. Nice to meet you. And thank you.
You wanna play some goofball?
You know what's funny? Yeah, I do, but I just said Bugenhagen in the house, and then he actually was in literally a new house. I never even say that usually.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
I'm gonna challenge Rockley Smile.
Hope I can still remember my password here. Yeah, I think I got it.
I'm playing the demo, but apparently only one of us needs the full version.
Oh,
like, I bought Goofball Goals back in the day, but I don't know where the email's gone, so I figured, like, as long as this works, that's fine by me.
It does. I'm ready to go, so I will hit go when you're ready.
So, yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Oh, Goofball Goals stopped working.
What?
It might not like the demo. Let's try again.
Sign back on. I believe in you.
Thank you, Alex Chemo, for 17 months in a row, and Surreal Lemming for the $10 donation just came in. Watched most of your Witness VOD while I was trying to finish it, still going 21 hours in, but you were extremely entertaining. Thanks for the stream. You're welcome.
All right. Rockley Smile.
Yep.
Signing
in.
Invited you.
That time it worked.
Hey!
Okay, now to remember how to play this.
Yeah, I noticed you're not moving anybody, which is like a real problem.
No, it's fine. I sorted it out.
Ronaldo's gonna go buck wild on your ass.
Game's real loud, though. I'm gonna have to turn it down.
Ronaldinho is gonna take his opportunity to get in there then.
That's fine. I'm gonna turn it down. There we go. Yeah, looks like nothing really happened.
Pardon me? I'm in an incredible scoring position.
Okay, then score on me.
Oh, you just left me with the widest window.
Oh, you're right, though. I did.
I shanked it like I'm a indie game dev studio based in Vancouver, British Columbia.
Aren't they all?
Several, yes. What do you got? Do you have like
Apparently, I found the select all button without meaning to. Is what happened there.
Oh no! You know what we have all of our dudes rushing the ball down.
Oh, did you not set options?
I feel like that's I can't set options. We drew also.
Okay, I think I need to set the options and invite you.
I think you need to invite me, absolutely. Because that was only a minute long. And the walls were thin, not robust.
Which is fucked up. Yeah, I think everything is fine on my default one, so I'll just invite you now.
Yeah, please do. That was terrifying, momentarily.
Oh, you're just like NL now?
I'm NL, yeah.
Your chap name?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. There we go, 10 minutes.
Oh, I'm red. Okay, gotcha.
Oh,
Here we go.
Wow, yeah. I was like, why I can't click on my
camera was backwards for me.
That's alright, I can be blue.
Okay.
Oh! Oh, that's
a terrible
the biggest
kick.
mistake of your life right there, mister. That's all right. I'm still wedged back here in Gravity Town. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. You want to open a rock climbing gym called Gravity Town?
Falls, I think is what it's called.
That's not a good name for a rock climbing gym. That's going to make people think they're going to die in there.
You ever been to one of those? Because I went once. I thought it was pretty fun, actually.
I have been to a rock climbing gym once or twice in my life. I think that's going to be a goal. I don't like it. I actually don't like it.
Why not?
It's my own. I'm not saying it's a bad place to be, but I'm not good with heights. So sometimes I get like a little bit up the rock wall, and then I look down and I'm like, whoa. And then I get like anxious and I lose all strength in my forearms. Like my arms just go like wibbly wobbly. And then I just kind of like fall onto the spongy like gravel thing below, you know?
Did you not have someone belaying for you?
No, you always got someone belaying.
Oh, then how'd you fall? You just kind of like slowly descend.
Like, slip a little bit.
They got those ones that are like a full 360 cave covered in handholds.
I've seen the boulder.
And I've seen the fucking buff guy goes up on the ceiling like Spider-Man and just crawls vertically. It seems insane. I'm kind of jealous to have that level of forearm strength because you never know when that's going to come in handy. It could save your life.
You can make a young girl squeal with that.
You will definitely make a young girl squeal with
That's
that
the only
kind of
reason
forearm strength.
to have that kind of muscle, I think. I mean, that's
You squeeze her bean right off.
That's the dirty truth about rock climbing, right? Is that everybody's just doing it to build up the sex muscles.
They're going to climb a mountain and then fuck on top of it.
Exactly.
Which is kind of the ultimate American dream, if you ask me.
Is it?
Yeah, because we're all about overcoming adversity, right? And what is a mountain but a metaphorically made literal piece of adversity?
I thought that the American dream was life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, but apparently
Not
it's
anymore, no.
fucking
Fuck
on top of a mountain.
Yeah.
My mistake.
That stopped, I think it was 2009 in the summer.
That's fair. That was a tumultuous time for planet Earth. Well,
All right, guess you win. Thanks, dude.
Gotta admit, it's not the strongest defense I've ever seen.
No, it wasn't. I will agree. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's where Fuck Mountain came from.
That's the American right.
Summer of 2009.
Back in the summer of 2009. The modern American dream is just not getting killed by the cops. That's too real, man.
Oh shit, that is
That's like a Cards Against Humanity answer there. Oh, he's going down. I'm just along for the ride.
The goal is just to trip you up.
Yeah, he did a pretty darn good job until now.
Oh, wrecked.
Teed it up, mister.
Let's warm it up. Got EXE.
I do find it annoying that Ronaldo wears blue pants.
I didn't say rip the clit off. I said he'll crush that bean.
I think you did say you take the bean right off.
Sorry about that. Got a little bit too into it, I guess.
Whoa, you got some distance on this bad boy.
Okay, that gives me more time to drink my tea again.
Or does it?
Kind of. Mostly.
So are they playing this because they suck at Rocket League, or did I miss something? What are you talking about, mister?
We used to play this for like a year before we played Rocket League.
We played this once a week for like all of 2013, I think.
And I loved every time we did. It was such a fun experience.
That's why, like, you didn't see us be bad at this.
Yeah, this is us being good, if you can imagine that.
This is the best you've ever been.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. We haven't played it in a while.
That was a hell of an angle.
But, you know, I can do that now, and we didn't ever do that in the past.
Yeah, we're just like...
Once a week, Star. Yeah, no, it was more like sometimes every time we did the stream.
Ball doesn't even touch the ground anymore. Oh, well done! Fred, I don't follow enough soccer these days to know player names.
Fred Fucks.
Fred Fox. Hell yeah, he does. I assume you're talking about Fred Savage.
Yeah.
Adam Savage's uncle.
Finally got with Wendy Testaburger and it all worked out.
Detested, but it's a South Park.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
Don't do it.
Don't
Saying
make
things like that is trouble.
don't make South Park an Undertale.
Yeah, don't do it. We got enough of that shit going around right now.
Oh, he tucked it where Mama hides the tampons, and then Baby finds them and asks, "What are these weird band-aids?"
Baby should not find those. That'll be in Who's Your Daddy in the end.
When I was in like 6th grade, my friend told me he got the talk. You know the talk.
Yeah.
And it was
That
because
he's gonna have his period.
This is gross, by the way. It's because his mom
Of course it is.
threw like her used tampon into the garbage, but like didn't. I'm not trying to shame women for
The
their
dream!
body. That's a goal.
Yes!
Optimus Prime, thank you very much for the subscription as well. But she didn't wrap it in like a tissue or anything, so it was just like the garbage can was covered in blood. And then he's like, "Hey mom, are you all right?" And then she had to be like, "Oh shit." Oh, nice,
Did you see that kick?
nice little karate play there.
That was a Tory bash I just did. You're getting
Hello,
Tory
Kate.
bash.
How you doing?
Tomo! Wait,
good.
what? I thought you said Tomo.
I saw your tweets about getting me a Vietnamese sandwich. You ate it.
Oh, wrecked!
That is. I'm
You
not.
found out about your lunch on Twitter and then it's no longer in existence.
Nick, if you had to do an impression of one Hollywood actor that's not Sacha Baron Cohen, or any characters derived from Sacha Baron Cohen, who would it be?
Hollywood actor
Or actress?
or actress. For a while I would have said Gary Busey, but I think I'm kind of out of practice now.
What if I asked Gary Busey to show up right now, though?
That'd be interesting.
What if
Probably couldn't hurt.
What if I summoned Gary Busey? I was like, "Oh, I've got. It looks like from our publicist, Gary Busey's here today. Hey, Gary, how's it going?"
Yeah, no, that's where I'm supposed to do the accent, but I'm not, or the impression. I'm not
It's not
gonna.
really an accent. I mean, you're American. He's American.
I think you gotta talk like you got your teeth out in front, but it's not gonna turn into Gary Busey anymore. It's just not gonna go there.
Open it up and let me know.
Can you open it up while I stream?
Wow.
I'm sorry. Oh, our hands are so cold.
That's what you get.
You got slightly Australian there. Is that how you become Australian? You
well, you
touched by some cold hands?
mate. Kate, you're my mate, but you're not being particularly mighty right now.
To me, it looks like, I don't know, meatball.
Maybe that looks like chicken to me, Kate.
There's no chicken.
All right, well, it could be meatballs then.
Yes. Did you see the tweet that
Kate, I haven't seen the tweet. I've been playing the stream. What are you doing? You're gonna make me lose Goofball Goals.
Can I tell you a story?
Yes, please do.
So, it was only cash-only shop.
Okay, yeah.
And I only had US dollar.
Okay,
So I asked if I could use my US dollar.
yeah.
And they said okay. So this one sandwich is $4.5 in Canadian.
Sure, okay.
And I ordered 2 of them.
All right.
And I gave her $20 USD.
That is way too much.
And she gave me back $19 Canadian back.
Okay.
So in my mind...
Okay, this
it
is
feels-
actually a math problem that you've presented now.
No, but in my mind, it feels like I got the sandwich for free by just showing my US dollar.
I see what you're saying, but I can't run that math in my head to actually make it meaningful.
Why is Kate telling us math problems?
I don't know, man. She's trying to run interference on my brain, so I can't.
Is she on my team? I didn't even know.
I think it worked out well for her. Like,
She got
okay.
a free sandwich, it sounds like.
Well, no, that's not true.
She said, in my mind, it sounds like I got a free sandwich.
In my mind, well, that's the only thing that. Oh my lord. If in your mind you feel like you got a free sandwich, then that's the only thing that matters. You got a free sandwich.
Alright, then we're one step away from in the Matrix then, if that's true.
She gave 20 American dollars, which is like 30 Canadian dollars almost, and she got 19 Canadian dollars back for 2 sandwiches. That's like
God,
$9.
I'm not making the walls thin. It's never happening.
That's $9 plus tax right there, baby.
Oh, that was a solid kick.
Oh, you're
But
lucky.
a solid block.
That was a good block.
Alright, Chad, have you run the math? Because I can't follow what's happening with the math problem. Did she get a free sandwich, or did it just seem like a free sandwich and in actuality was not free?
It's like buying currency in a pay-to-play game on mobile, and you're like, well, I spent $5 and I got 8 stars, but I got 4 billion micro.
Are you saying American currency is a fake currency?
I'm just saying it's gone through so many
tie game.
So many simultaneous conversions that you can't parse it in your brain. You got to invite me, by the way.
I know. I was taking a sip of my tea.
That's fine.
It wasn't all about that fast life.
All about that fast life.
She paid about the right amount.
Yeah,
okay.
It's my philosophy.
Have I spent any money in Nico Atsume? No, I have spent $0 in that.
That game looks real cute.
I have also obtained nearly every item in it at this point by simply turning it on multiple times a day.
You put the system on trial.
It's real easy, man. You just get the Frisky Bits twice every day. So you come up with 6 cans of Frisky Bits, you put them out, make sure you check out for Tubbs, because he'll rip your shit up. Alright, well, I can't really fight that. You watch out for Tubbs, he eats all your shit, and he gives you 70 silver fish, which is fine, but it's not gold. So you gotta hope that maybe Guy Furry will show up and make a sweet-ass sundae in a glass vase or something, and then you're gonna make out like a bandit.
Nick,
who is also a cat.
I just want you to know, everybody here cares about you.
Yeah, do they care about that?
We're all here for your well-being.
Don't go get the Ritzy Bits, they're too expensive, just use Frisky Bits, they're cheaper. Are we still playing the game together?
Dude, are you in the game? Because I'm kicking your ass. Like, I've been
I thought I was blue the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, you keep talking like you're scoring the goals, but I've been the one scoring the goals.
I was really into that whole cat conversation and kind of got lost.
I was quite confused about what you were doing over there. Ryan, you gotta take a bite. I will. Okay, I'm just not that hungry right now. It's okay. I'll eat. I didn't get my gastrointestinal tract on the right track today early enough. I'm out of sorts.
You need a pesto and portobello mushroom panini. That will help you out.
The 3 Ps, you know what that makes you do.
Yeah.
3 Ps converts to 1 number 2.
There's some coffee on there too. That'll really lube up the old tract.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. Really makes you do everything a little bit more.
Yeah, coffee, you get more work done. You definitely poop. You urinate.
You think quickly. You jitter a bit. Your muscles are spasming sometimes.
Triggers crippling anxiety. You know, just the norm. That's not very good.
Heart beat faster. So that's the secret to life, is if your heart just beats faster, you can do everything faster.
I think that means you die faster, though, because
yes, that's part of it.
Everybody only has a certain amount of beats, right?
Yep, you're using up your life force like a madman at that point.
Like, that's why I meditate at all times. Is like, if my heart rate goes too high, I'm just giving away life, you know?
It's a good way to be. You stay in that Zen state.
Mm-hmm. It works. My resting heart rate is only about 134, so I'm in a good place, I think.
Very low.
Yeah, that's 134 beats per day.
I mean, it has been rumored that some people that are really into that kind of thing can just basically stop their own hearts.
That's like...
I don't believe it, but I have heard that quite a few times.
There was that dude in India. I don't know if he's in India anymore, but he's Indian. And he's like, I haven't eaten anything in 20 years.
Oh, yeah, that's bullshit.
I sustain myself by meditating.
The sunlight, right?
So yeah, he like photosynthesizes. And you're like, dog. I mean, that's amazing if it's true. It's so amazing that there's no way it could possibly be true. You really need to, like, in order to understand how ridiculous that sounds, you need to take like a high school level biology class. And be like, okay, what, you simultaneously evolved to photosynthesize, but just you? Or you learned how to photosynthesize through meditation?
How that works.
You know, most plants, when they're born, don't know how to photosynthesize. They have to go through Plant Academy.
Yeah, this is what we call a spurious claim, and it is not real. See, the dangerous thing is we romanticize BS here, and we then make fad diets around things that make no actual sense. So now people are running around saying, I just want to eat sunlight instead of actual food.
Well, to be fair, I think you would lose a lot of weight if you stuck to that diet.
Sure would, and you would also lose a lot of nutrients and a lot of life force.
You would eventually at some point probably pass away, unless you ascended to true photosynthetic
Super
being.
Saiyan mode.
Yeah.
This is why we do our due diligence.
And like, I remember being like, I was like 20, and scientists were checking him out, and I was like, I gotta follow this.
Yeah, did he win the James Randi Award?
No, he did not win.
Okay, then.
But even like, it wasn't because I thought it was real. I was like, I gotta watch these scientists prove him wrong. And then when I got older, I was like, that's a great goal.
Oh, great goal.
But then I was like, of course they're gonna prove him wrong. They're just gonna put him under observation for like 3 weeks, and then be like, he's like really hungry.
He's stopped moving.
He's super fucking hungry.
He keeps asking for McDonald's, but we won't buy it.
Give me a one. I desire one Big Mac of sunlight, please. Now, when I said I ate sunlight, you may have misinterpreted what I meant. What I meant is, of course, all food comes from the sun. If you take it back far.
Oh yeah, sure.
So technically.
You know, in the way that we're all stardust, I also require nourishment that is stardust. I tried to save it, didn't
That was a
happen.
good try.
You're beating my ass on this game.
It always reminds me of like when I watch Border Security,
Yeah.
and then like some dude comes in, he's got like a bag of drugs in his mouth,
Oh, they
And
don't
he's-
check there.
and they're like, "Hey, you got something in your mouth, don't swallow it." And then he swallows it, and they're like, "Okay, well,
I gotta go in your ass.
yeah, you could have just given us the drugs." And I understand that that probably doesn't seem in the moment like a great idea. But your other option, now that you've done that, is we lock you in a room on top of a toilet, and
And we
you
finger
just-
your shit.
Well, not even. They're just like, okay, you can wait in here until you shit it out. And they have like a camera that watches you, and then they just... But dude, you know what the only end game you have at that point is?
Eat the shit.
As soon as you shit it out, you gotta eat it again. Exactly. They're
And
like,
then
God
you're
damn
just...
it!
You're trying to stop yourself from being in jail by putting yourself in jail for smaller increments of time.
Probably like the worst jail of all time. Like, I'm not... Oh, nice save. I'm not saying Canadian jail is like a pleasure cruise, but... You know,
They come
You're
by,
eating-
they check on you.
you're eating like real food.
Hey, how you doing in there, eh? Would you like another salmon?
Yes, would you like some more maple smoked salmon? But we're only giving you the fillets. We're not giving you the tips.
Yeah, we save the tips for the white-collar criminals.
Oh.
That cake did not work out for me.
Eventually, it comes unwrapped in your stomach, and you overdose and die. That's how you win.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
you escaped-
coppers.
You've escaped jail at that point. You figured it out.
You beat the system. They can't keep you in there indefinitely. It's the perfect crime. I'm pretty sure if they have probable cause, like if they watch you eat a condom full of cocaine out of your asshole, they could definitely keep you in there another 24 hours.
That's about as probable as cause can be.
I agree with this 100%.
And they would have video evidence of it. I mean, people, like, manufacture probable cause, but that is not an example of that.
Yeah, you're not playing. That's not a Stephen Avery situation.
Oh, he died. Fuck.
Yeah, he's out.
Oh, no, he woke up again. Just a little passing narcolepsy there.
5 Nights at Funtown. Thank you very much for the resub as well.
I'm waiting for this game to be over so I can start a new one. Just got on a
That's fair.
bad foot with this one.
Whoa, it's got some velocity on that for
This
sure.
is not gonna matter though.
Oh, okay.
Probable
that's the wrong
calls can
direction.
only hold you in the U.S. for 36 hours. Then, if they can't charge you, you're free. Good to know.
I'll charge you for clogging my shitter. That's fat bastard.
I mean, I guess if you keep shitting and then eating it, well, you're not clogging anything except your own drain.
Yeah, they didn't pay for that shit. They didn't pay for the hotel that we put them in. What are you doing, man?
me time to drink my tea.
That was a terrible fat bastard. It was actually Bat Fatstard. his brother. Oi! I'm Bat Fastard!
It's kind of like a Will Smith kind of thing. It's just a little off.
I'm Bat Fastard. I heard Gary Busey was here.
Oh no.
Where's my Gary Busey?
You're trying to make this into like a Mad Libs for celebrity impressions? Because I'm not.
I was told Gary Busey would show up, and he has not shown up.
Your publicist is going to be the one that's getting fired over that, not me.
Wow, nice block, Ronaldo. Way to go.
Oh yeah, ultimate victory.
Why would twin brothers have different last names? He took his wife's name. I took my wife's name in my marriage.
You did a crossbreed.
Yeah, I don't know. His accent keeps changing.
A little scary. Scary Busey.
Scary Busey.
NLSS eating shit talk. Yep. We eat it right out of the chat.
Oh, are we talking about eating shit? Now it's become Kim Jong-il from, like, Team America.
Or like any voice from South Park, yeah.
That's actually completely valid.
They're all the same voice. Scary Busey's regular Busey. Yeah, I could see that as well.
Scary Busey is regular Busey.
Is he doing okay these days, I wonder? Because like, last time I saw him was on The Apprentice, and he was pretty out there back then.
Gary Busey,
I invited you.
Oh, okay. Gary Busey, one sec, got in like a car accident.
Well, that's a while ago. That's it was a motorcycle accident.
Yeah. But then like he's never been the same since, right? That's what happened?
Yeah. His freaking brain fell out on the street. It was like the worst accident.
His brain fell out?
He cracked his head open and like most of his head was coming out.
That's pretty fucked up, man.
And that's why his teeth all look so odd, because they're all fake from that accident.
Oh! Die Hard on VHS, thank you very much for the subscription. Much appreciated.
Gotta collect them all, that's the next one. We did Speed, now we gotta do Die Hard.
Hey, I'm John McClane.
Make fists with my toes. I'm also Batman.
I'm John McCain.
Oh no.
I'm John McClane, former senator from Arizona, and also I saved my wife at Nakatomi Plaza.
My wife?
I saved my wife at Nakatomi Plaza.
Borat hard.
Rote 92, thanks for the resub as well. John McCain, I endorse Borat Sagdiev for President of the United States of America.
I wouldn't have been surprised if he somehow got a cameo from him.
Who? Me? John McCain?
Yeah.
Senior senator from Arizona? Former host of Saturday Night Live once?
I remember a long time ago he used to come on The Daily Show all the time, and I was like, you know, he's not that bad.
For a long time,
And then he went fucking nuts.
John McCain was like the Republican that Democrats were like, hey, he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But then he went up against the Italian stallion in 08, the unbeatable Barack Obama. Every opponent he's ever had in the political arena has ended up, bloodied in the streets afterwards, figuratively. I'm running a pretty good defense game over here.
I can't get through. I'm gonna have to take a new approach. I think your guy is potato stick dead now. Yeah, he's bathing in them.
John McCain is actually still all right, TBH. I got nothing against John McCain. He was on Saturday Night Live once. I thought it was fucked up when it was like, it was the 2008 election. People were like, well, what if John McCain dies in office? And you're like, dude,
what
I'm
if
not
anyone
ready.
dies in office?
Yeah, I'm not ready for that level of like public attention into my life, where you're like a living being, and then people are like, he's fucking old though. What if he dies? And you're like, I'm right here. I bet if he makes it to January 28th or 2017 for Barack Obama's decoronation and the coronation of whoever's gonna be the next president, he's gonna be like, I told you so. I told you so, you fucking assholes. I made it.
I'm setting up a shot for you here. Go ahead.
Just gotta bounce it off you. Oh! Nope,
Oh my god.
not today.
I can't believe he lived and came back. You know, I didn't realize how old that Bernie Sanders was, and then also how old Donald Trump is.
Yeah, they are.
I didn't mean to change tenses there, by the way.
They're in their late 40s, if I remember correctly.
All right, fair enough.
I mean, Bernie Sanders is like 98 years old, and
He's 72, if I remember.
he has better hair than I do, man. Well, did you know Hillary Clinton is 70?
Yeah, you know, I didn't realize she was that old either.
She looks good for her age.
She really does.
I mean, it's not like that should have like any weight in political
It
discourse.
doesn't, but like, just saying, as a person, she looks good.
She doesn't look like what I think a 70-year-old looks like. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Z-Ad, thank you very much for the subscription. Look, I'm not trying to go too over the top, but I would let her crush my testicles with a high heel stiletto shoe as I
Give you a little bit of cognitive behavioral therapy.
Exactly.
They call it.
She'll look better behind bars. I just like
What?
I just like that. What did she swallow a condom full of cocaine?
And you found out.
Whoa!
Oh, perfect. Oh.
That didn't go too well for me, to be honest with you.
Yo, Nick, you like Half-Life? Yeah, it's pretty good. I like the first one better than the second one, but I like it, yeah.
How could you not, right?
Well, I don't know. At this point, it's pretty memey. I could see not liking it for that reason, but maybe that's a little bit shallow.
NL, are you blind? Hillary Clinton is old as F. Yo, if you Google, like, average 70-year-old person and stack that up against Hillary Clinton, I'm not saying, you know, she's gonna win the Tinder Olympics. I don't know how Tinder works.
Tinder
But-
Olympics.
The Tinder Olympics. Dude, 2018 Tinder Olympics. You're not ready?
Is that when
2012.
all of Tinder runs train on you?
That's
The
specifically
Tinder Olympics?
That's the Tinder decathlon.
Oh, goodness.
You don't want to see the pole vault. This guy's some heavy CBT.
All right.
I'm just saying, for a 70-year-old person, she looks physically fairly well. I don't think that's, like, debatable in the least.
Nor is it worth debating.
For a time, I worked in a seniors center, like a community center for the elderly, which
Yeah.
is kind of redundant because all community centers are really for the elderly. But,
It's just capitalism, yeah.
yeah. I mean, if you can get a $2 egg salad sandwich, you know what demographic they're targeting. But,
Gas stations.
there weren't too many Hillary Clintons coming in there, let's put it that way. She would have been the belle of the ball during introduction for how to use Microsoft Word 2003.
How'd that go?
I didn't teach that class.
Oh, goodness.
Because I don't know how to use Microsoft Word.
Ah,
2003, at least.
more of a 2002 plus guy?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. I mean to put you on the spot there.
Oh, got it. Boratatouille. Thank you very much for the subscription as well. Oh, I would try to hold shift to sprint. That's a new one. Oh, it's a wide open space. Room to make a big mistake. What?
Okay, why did that not score?
It hit the crossbar.
Oh, I didn't even see it. My camera was a little weird. That was pretty weird, the whole thing.
You ever hear those stories about, like, people who work in a senior center?
What kind of stories?
Like, well, sorry, like, not a senior center, but like an old age home. And then...
The ones where they're banging all the time?
Yeah, people are always like, they bang all the time.
I mean, what else would you want to do
Why?
than that?
At first, I was like, come on. What are you doing?
No, I
That's
believe it.
gross. But then when I got older, I was like, of course they're banging all the time. They got
I
nothing
should hope
else
to be that lucky.
Exactly. They got nothing else to do. It's like a college dorm, man. Why not be banging all the time? What did Benjamin Franklin say? In the dark, all cats are gray.
All right, that's great on like 3 different levels.
You're gonna think that I made that up. Benjamin Button.
The appropriateness of it, though.
Benjamin Franklin Button said, "In the dark, all cats are gray."
All cats are gray.
And he didn't mean it as like a literal reality of optics. he meant...
Yee.
He meant that your dick doesn't know how old the vagina it's inside of is. But that would make a great superhero.
You know, I thought the context wasn't the actual context that I was laughing at it for, but alright, that's fair too.
That's Benjamin Franklin, man. He's an old horn dog.
Well, we all are, well, mostly all of us are. Secretly.
I think what he said is all cats are pink on the inside. No, it's that's substantially less elegant. How would that superpower ever come up? What if you didn't have parents and you were like, I have no idea how old I am because I don't have a memory of my own birth. Fuck me, man who can decide the exact age of someone from putting his penis inside of them.
It's like a turkey thermometer, but for age.
Yo, fuck all y'all. I think this stream's knocking it out of the park with high quality discourse. I just wish Gary Busey didn't ghost us.
Fuck Gary Busey at this point. I wish I had a better person to do impressions of.
Is there a specific turkey thermometer, or it's just a meat thermometer?
Meat thermometer.
Okay, all right.
I'm sure there's also a specific one, but I don't concern myself.
I don't cook turkey enough to have more than 3 specific utensils used for turkeys alone.
Turkey needs a lot of attention, though.
I don't think it does. I think it's the definition of a set it and forget it.
But in the short term, when you're trying to make sure it comes out just right, you gotta give it a lot of attention. There's a lot of basting involved. There's turning it, which is heavy. You know, you need the thermometer. You gotta see when it pops.
What do you mean you gotta see when it pops?
Well, there's 2 different kinds. There's the turkey that has a thermometer built in, and then there's the
Oh,
one that
I see.
put the thermometer in.
I was like, what do you... I think you're talking about America's favorite movie snack, popcorn. Not America's favorite Thanksgiving food, turkey. Oh, yes, I'm ready.
This stream rules, fuck you.
I'm happy.
Thank you.
Whoa. Oh my god. Drop the bass. Pretty good. Gary Busey's 71!
Alright. I don't know if he looks amazing for his age, but...
Oh, dude, a 71-year-old man? When I was like 5, a 70-year-old man was on death's door. It was just like a loosely wrapped bag of bones.
Oh god.
Now a 70-year-old man, you know, like Gary Busey at least, they look like they could take on the world.
Something about saying a bag of bones like that, it made me think of like a wet paper bag or turkey skin when it's been wet for a while. I'm really about turkey right now. I think I want turkey.
Danny99, thank you for the subscription as well.
Oh geez, that wall just went down. God damn it, whoever developed this game, why couldn't you have made it better? Could have had the biggest following. This could have been Rocket League.
Could have had it ball, goofing in the goals. Clint Eastwood is 113. I don't buy that for a fucking second. Clint Eastwood isn't a day over 104.
Stan Lee's gotta be like 170 by now, right?
Stan Lee's in his 90s, yeah. Like, he's an older gentleman. I don't think there's any question about it.
I'm not getting in front of that sucker. Alright.
If you're 90, you just have to, like, not give a shit about anything, right? Like,
if you're at 90, yeah, you want to bang all day, but at that point you're worried about having a heart attack, I guess.
If you're 90 right now, you were, like, born during the Great Depression, and then, like, right after the end of the First World War, and then you were the right age to serve in the Second World War, and then you watched the world, like, threaten to blow itself up with nuclear missiles, and now they're like, Stan Lee, what do you think about Kanye West's Twitter feud? Like, you should just carry around, like, a sign that's, like, it just says, go fuck yourself, right?
Is that right? I thought a lot of the World War II veterans are pretty much gone at this point.
The World War I veterans are like...
But they're pretty dead.
They're
like
exhausted. Yeah. I don't know if Stan Lee actually served in the First World War, but can you imagine, like, living through a World War without even serving? Like, that's
exhausting by itself.
Yeah, man. You'd, like, read the news, like, oh, is my country ever going to get invaded by this other country? How is my country doing? You know, that's pretty scary stuff, even if you're just sitting at home.
Well, now we have a lot of fear-mongering that's kind of similar to that, but not exactly the same because it's not an imminent threat.
Yeah, exactly. Skybreeder, thank you very much for the subscription.
Betty White is 94. Damn, I didn't know that either.
She should totally bone Stan Lee.
Yeah, they could be a couple. He's probably got a wife, though, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't know anything about Stan Lee.
Other
than he's in every
I know
fucking
a couple
movie.
of things about Stan Lee. I mean,
He's
we are
in
talking
every Marvel movie.
My grandfather told us a story about getting drunk to celebrate the end of World War II. He was 6. Dude, that's like, if there's ever an excuse to get a 6-year-old drunk. And that does not, I'm not saying there is. But if there is, the end of a...
The world will live to see another day, now let's party.
Yeah, exactly. The end of a, global sundering is probably the only one that applies. I mean, at 12, my parents gave me champagne because it became the year 2000. So, like...
That's pretty awesome.
It is, but it's, like, pretty arbitrary as well. It's not like, hey, we killed the most evil man that's existed for generations.
I really want to see that game, the Stan Lee Parable. That would be great. It's a journey through all the movies.
Every door you open is just a cameo to another Marvel movie. Like, he opens the door, and then there's, like, Spider-Man. Hey, Spider-Man!
They're all just him doing the scene of whatever his witty one-liner is, and then leaving.
Oh, this one.
It's a battle for the ages right there. How many people died from drinking too much celebrating World War II? The world may never know.
Probably, like, 4.
People drink, like, way too much a lot, though.
Like, how many people died of alcohol poisoning specifically celebrating the Second World War? Or an alcohol-related death surrounding it? I don't know. That's a good question. But surely you're not trying to make the point that our world would be better if the Second World War was still on.
Yeah, no, I don't think that was the point there. I really hope not.
That's not the logical conclusion to draw from that, I hope. I mean, you think that's a good character, though. My granddad would still be alive if World War II wasn't going on. Or if it was going on.
Was going on.
Yeah.
And then you could think about all the people that might have been involved in, like, systemic alcohol abuse during that time.
Yeah.
And their partying during the end of World War II was actually just a sign.
There probably was, like, one soldier who lived all the way through the Second World War and then died celebrating that night. Statistically speaking.
Alanis Morissette would write a song about that soldier. And you're better to come up with the lyrics than me, so feel free if you want. If not, that's cool too.
It's definitely more people than you think. 12 people died in Algeria celebrating them making the group stages, or the knockout stages of the World Cup. Man, I believe that.
Dang.
I bet not a lot, but I bet like a handful of Canadians died when they won the gold medal in the 2012 Olympics. 2010 Olympics, sorry. 2012.
I would call them tributes then. That's probably more fitting. It's for the good of the nation. Put on a good face. A few people have to die. They're just sacrifices.
Oh, there we go.
Stanley has been married since 1947.
Holy fuck. He's coming up on his 70th fucking wedding anniversary.
Is that plutonium? Like, what even is that at that point? Plutonium wedding rings, icicle stretchings, bicycle shoestrings. That's a system of a down.
Isn't it a tribute when you come on someone's picture? Pardon me?
Yeah, that's a thing.
That's a thing?
Yeah, it is.
I was about to be like, whoa, I'm like part of the generation that doesn't know what that is. And then here comes Nick saying, yeah, that's a thing.
And not something I've ever partaken on or find any interest in. Not that it matters, but again, it's just one of those things that I guess people find pleasure in. You just jack off on a picture of a celebrity or whoever you think looks great, and you put it online and people go, oh my god, look at all that jizz.
Is there any like channel that does ironic tributes? Like they'll give like a
I get it.
something like that, or like Louis Anderson.
I don't know, but that seems like a funny thing to parody in a YouTube video.
I'm for it.
Just show, you know, you do the top shot of just like the faces you're making, and then you cut to like a mayonnaise strewn picture of whoever.
Winchester 056, thank you very much for the resub.
Guy Fieri tribute.
There you go, yeah. And then you put your finger in it and eat it, and you realize it's just donkey sauce. It was donkey sauce the whole time.
Donkey!
Really wish I could do a good Guy Fieri impression.
The problem is you don't have hands covered in barbecue sauce, so it just doesn't come across.
Hey everybody, we're rolling out on Triple Dipple D. First up, I go to San Antonio, Texas, where I get a deep fried beer barrel. Yum!
All the words are right, I think your voice is a little too high and radio-y somehow.
Oh, I see.
But you got the content down.
The content.
The content is
Got the content
it's
down.
not incontinent, and
Oh, it's got a little too much spin on there.
probably gonna hit the post. Just go a little bit shy. All right. Triple Dipple D, that's the one. That didn't go very well. Problem is you don't have hair. Well, you could just get fake hair. I mean,
Dude, every novelty wig ever would work as a Guy Fieri hairdo.
I've seen novelty ones where it's actually like a brimmed visor with Guy Fieri hair coming out of it. And they should really go all the way and just put the backward glasses on the back of the hair, too.
Last Fire 123. Thank you for the resub as well.
Great. Really hit or miss today on the goofball.
I gotta be honest, mostly misses, man.
I've had a few games where we tied up, but then I've just totally dropped off on the other ones.
Sorry, goofball's not like riding a bicycle.
Might be for you.
I think I know what visor you're talking about. It's like the one that, like the old dudes wear when they go to Las Vegas, and then they go, check it out! I'm actually bald, though.
Yeah, and it's got, like, flames around the brim.
Yeah. Dude, I still gotta get some of those Fieri shirts that have, like, you know, dragons on them.
I don't think I've seen those. That'd be interesting. Wow.
Bullshit.
That was super in. All right. It's a little bit too late.
You can fit in, like, exactly one more.
All right.
Dude, do you think that, like, there's ever been a drunken hookup in Las Vegas? Doesn't have to be in Vegas, but it seems like the most likely place. Between one of those dudes wearing those visors, and then he wore it during sex, but then later he took it off, and she was like, what the fuck? I thought you had hair.
Anything's possible. Everybody's drunk all the time. It could happen.
Do you think that's ever happened?
Yeah, sure. I would think probably almost every scenario of sexual intercourse has happened in Las Vegas. Like every example of coitus has been
Hold
maintained
on.
there.
I know what Nick thinks, but I want to hear what Gary Busey thinks.
Don't do it. It's not happening.
There's no way that hasn't happened. I think there are ways that hasn't happened.
They made like 3 separate movies about things that happen in Vegas that you wouldn't expect, and yet
Excuse me, The Hangover 2 happens in Thailand.
there's probably at least one more out there that's about Vegas, though.
It is fair to say, though, that Thailand is the Las Vegas of the world.
You think? I don't know.
I think that's their slogan, Thailand. The Las Vegas of the world. Asia's Vegas. Excuse me?
I wanted to combine those words, and then it turned into Aegis,
Yep.
which is not.
That's you get that for killing Roshan.
That's like a Dota, I guess.
Yeah. Sir Captain Nannert, thank you very much for the subscription.
And Teal Jaker 94. Thank you very much.
Unless, sorry, Nick, you might have been talking about the Ocean's films.
You could combine all the films together. Out of all of them that exist, there's probably at least 3 that are about things that happen in Vegas, yes.
Billy Ocean, Ocean Spray Cranberry Cocktail. That's my favorite, personally. And then, so there's got to be something else with Ocean Games. They made the Addams Family on Super Nintendo.
Oh, yeah. You know, everybody talks about how they hate the word moist. I think the word spray kind of does that for me more than moist.
I was thinking about that today, actually. But for me, it's not spray, it's spurt.
They're all liquidy words.
Come up with a spurt that doesn't sound gross.
The hose was watering the garden, and it just had a few more spurts before the water ran out.
Sounds disgusting.
It sounds mundane as fuck. That's one of the most... Whatever.
That goal, man.
That sentence is so benign. You can't even attribute it to sound sexual and mean it without being disingenuous.
What do you mean this hose only has a few more spurts before it dries up? You talking about Gary Busey?
You had to say it with that tone, though.
That's just the tone I use to... Hey, excuse me, can I have a foot-long meatball?
That's your innuendo tone.
Everything I say is an innuendo, man.
Your endo.
But I was like, you only use spurt to describe ejaculate, or like when a mustard or ketchup bottle is almost out. And even then, whenever you say spurt, all I think of is the sound it makes. Well, when it's got a lot of good flow, then it's a squirt. But when you
squirt and spray, they're all bad.
When you squeeze it and it does like a little diarrhea mustard, you're like, oh, it's only got a couple of spurts left in there.
That shit goes in the sink.
Yeah.
Not near my food.
That's true.
It probably tastes fine, but I assume it tastes like sewer water for some reason.
No, yeah, you gotta put the mustard water in the sink before you put that on your corn dog.
You could write that on a t-shirt. Put the mustard water on a sink. In the sink. On the sink. Whatever. Write that on the t-shirt in mustard.
Get out of here!
It blocks for days.
I mean, even in the Donkey Kong rap, this coconut gun shoots in spurts. His coke, it has cock and nut in it, and spurt. Great goal, Nick. Great goal.
When they wrote that song, were they doing a Shrek a little bit where they were like, let's make this a little cheeky for the adults that get that spurt might not mean that?
I honestly don't know. I think the target audience for Donkey Kong 64 is adults, so...
The language they used in the lyrics for that just seems off to me, and mostly just that line.
Oh, almost got it.
But I think a lot of times people are a bit tone deaf to the younger generation and how they find sex in every single thing that anyone says.
Dude, that would be great if you just had a picture of Stan Lee and then you gave it a mustard tribute. That could be our new thing.
Mustard tributes.
Once a week on the show, we do a mustard tribute to a celebrity.
I actually I have to buy more mustard. I figured out the other day all the mustard in my fridge was like 2 years old. I haven't eaten mustard in years.
I gotta be real with you, man.
Yeah.
All of the mustards that we have are in jars.
Yeah. So?
We got jarred mustard. That's hard to give a tribute with it. It's not gonna come out looking right.
Put it on the knife and you swipe it across the picture. That's all.
That's not a normal spray pattern.
Doesn't matter. You could say you're paying more attention and giving it a better tribute because you spread it lovingly.
Dexter Morgan's gonna come out and say that the mustard was placed there.
He might. He might have been the one who placed it.
That was really forward.
He's a freaking canary in there, in the coal mine there. He's the one that knows. I don't think that works that way. Thank you, Blues 574 for the 9 months in a row. Well, how about our baby will be named Hillary?
There you
What do
go.
you think about that?
Yeah,
we need more Hillarys.
Yeah, it's not that common of a name anymore, is it?
No. Because you can't really shorten it very well, can you?
All the kids now are named like Ladasha and stuff, and Tony.
Oh, Tony, jeez.
Tony and Ladasha are
That's
the
a
most
weird
common names in America. Fig is another big one. Fig's big this year.
Figueroa.
Cochlear. Tinnitus.
Tinnitus. Now we're just naming them after ringing ears.
Not sure what you're talking about. Malleus is another big one. I mean, I got 2 kids named Tinnitus, so I'm part of the problem, but... Why can't we just go back to giving our kids normal names, like
Eustace.
Jebediah and Ezekiel?
Bab.
Just the Greek letter epsilon.
Whoa!
What's
What
going
a
on
skip.
there?
What kind of name is Mathis anyway?
I know, right?
Never heard anyone else named Mathis before until him.
I feel for him though because his name's Mike. Like,
Every fucking person we know is named Mike.
exactly. You gotta like. Do you know anybody that's an only child named Mike? Or because here's my hypothesis. I'll place in front of you. You go with something fitting for like the first name, and then eventually you just run out of names that have any.
Oh, I
significance to
put
you.
that in.
So you go, whatever. Just call the new one Mike. Michael Al Fox, 2 older brothers. Mathis, I think his brother's older than he is.
I thought he was younger. I don't know. I thought he was younger, though. I thought he looked younger, anyway. But yeah, we know about 6 or 7 other Mikes involved in our general circle. It's gotten a little silly at this point. I think.
There's too many Mikes.
Too many Mikes. Try something different.
I have a friend in real life named Mike, not Michael Al Fox. We're not friends. But he's got an older sister. I think you just have like one name that has some significance, and then you go, just call the next one Mike.
I feel like it's not really slowing in popularity either. Like, people love that name. It's still gonna be a popular name, too.
It's like, if I had 3 kids, you could convince me to name one of them Mike.
But is there a reason other than just it sounds right to you? Because if you trace it back, it's like a biblical name, so who cares?
It's like eating at like McDonald's in a foreign country, right? Like, sure, it's not that exciting, but you're not gonna fuck your life up. Like, you know what you're gonna get, right?
Their name is not gonna be a focus of people picking on them unless their last name is silly.
It's not like
or
calling
unless
your
their
kid,
name is Hunt.
It's not like calling your kid grapefruit or something.
Or Apple, yeah.
I feel like you can call your kid Apple if you make like $10 million a year, because then it doesn't matter.
I still don't think you really can.
Like, if you name
The money's not gonna give them friendship through high school.
I think it will.
It's gonna be more divisive than anything. They're all gonna think they're rich and stuck up.
Dog. If your mom was Gwyneth Paltrow, you got no problem having friends in high school.
They all want your mom.
Have you seen Shakespeare in Love?
You're gonna
She's
live in the
delightful.
shadow of your mother.
It sounds like you'll finally get a taste of what we've been living with. Because your mama is so slim that she makes my wife look like the sun. That doesn't really...
The process of getting to the end of all that was exhausting.
I'm exhausted. I was on that one. Can confirm money makes it easy to have friends in high school. Yeah, I don't doubt it.
I think just as well it can make you get enemies, too.
It's possible.
Not that I'm speaking from experience. I didn't grow up with any money, really, but it just seems like a thing. You always hear the rich kid, they get everything handed to them, they don't have to do anything for themselves.
Yo, don't name your kid Thor. That's too far, man. That's way too much pressure. What do you stop dancing? The game's over. All right, we're going to play some Spelunky Daily Challenge when we come back. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And, well, that's my YouTube ending.
Yeah, I saw that, or heard that. I think it still applies mostly.
We're going to run some ads, and I'll be right back. Whoops.
And make sure you subscribe. It really helps out.
The only tribute I want to hear about is Tenacious D, man.
I wish they'd make another movie.
I wish they'd make -1 movies. How do you feel about that, Nick?
That means they're taking away a movie, and I believe they only had the one, so... Not great about that one.
Thanks for your honesty.
Quite like that movie.
It's like the only movie I've never seen, but I've probably seen every part of the movie on YouTube.
Right.
All right, I'll be back in a second.
You just commit a night to it. All right, sure. Okay, apparently Spelunky's decided to go back to full volume. Why does that happen? Just forgets all the volume settings eventually. Guess your computer has short and long-term memory just as well as your brain does. Is that okay? Feels a little loud, actually. Maybe I'll go a little lower. Yo, so I'm gonna try and maybe stream more Witness tonight. I just don't know if I have the energy for it. Hopefully I do. I'm gonna give it a shot, though. 16 hours and then a sleep break and then right back to streaming, though. Like, I don't know. I really do want to see more of it. I think I could theoretically finish it, too, in another session if I really go hard. Fucking love it, though. So good. Just some of those puzzles just made me nuts. And thank you to Ismiaz for your 6 months in a row resubscription.
Hello.
Hello.
I gotta take a bite of the sandwich. You know, I've never had a Vietnamese sandwich.
Is that not so much a thing? In Vietnamese culture, there's not so much sandwiching going on?
I think it's actually very common.
Oh. Just unfortunate, then.
Whenever
Okay.
I'm at a Vietnamese restaurant, I always get pho.
I can't blame you. It feels pretty good.
Okay, this is delicious.
What's in it?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
Cilantro, I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
Cucumber, julienne carrots. Some kind of meat. Onions, I think. Maybe dog food? I'm trying to place this meat.
That's not a ringing endorsement saying it tastes like dog food after you just said it tastes good.
I'm not saying, I mean, it's like artisan dog food. You can't make fun of me for saying cilantro, okay? That's how we say it over here.
I'm tired of those debates. You fucking pronounce it slightly different. Who cares?
Yeah. Give me the name. Give me the way you would pronounce a vegetable that looks like a white broccoli.
Cauliflower.
Fuck yeah, cauliflower. Suck on my dick, chap. Everyone goes, oh, it's not
like
cauliflower.
Cauliflower or something?
It's cauliflower.
Oh, who cares? Fuck off.
Europeans think they invented everything on the planet Earth.
Look, I'm trying to be more aware of that. I've been saying the word aubergine on occasion lately.
Instead of eggplant.
Yeah.
Come on, that.
I'm just trying it on, man. I don't know if I really want to stick with it, but for now it's alright. It's not color flower.
No. We say, in North America, we say cauliflower. People are like, oh, there's no Y in it. Okay. How do you pronounce rough? How many fucking F's or how do you spell rough? How many F's are in it? Probably 0 is my guess, if you spell it the right way. Solaire1213. Thank you very much for the subscription.
Rough and tough.
Alright, you wanna do this daily?
Got the daily ready to go. Gonna play as Purple Pirate Lady. Got the A button up.
Cursed. Thanks for the 7-month in a row subscription as well.
Look, they're so smart in chat saying RUFF.
RUFF. I forgot how to play Spelunky. I played it like Duck Game, threw a rope at a pot. Inside of this pot was a spider, and I took 1 damage.
That's rough.
I tried to pick it up like Duck Game style.
Rough.
That's rough.
Chat, can you do some roo, oh my dog?
Bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee
Yay.
yay. Where my dogs at? Bark with me now.
Oof.
Hoof, hoof. You know what? I don't dislike Ludacris. Let me start by saying that for legal reasons. But how sweet would it be if Ludacris was like a gimmicky rapper that only said things that were extremely outlandish? That would make him so much more appealing to me if every time a Ludacris song came on, he's like, I only know 2 things. The world is round and the number 4 is actually a 9. And you'd be like, what is he talking about? That's actually crazy.
That's a Ludacris. That's just over the top wacky zaniness. What are you doing, man?
I'd be so into that.
I thought you were gonna take this in a totally different direction and say after we're just talking about dogs, where's the cat representation in hip hop?
Yeah, it's true. But it's always like a dog is like a bro that's with you.
That's what it's all about, is camaraderie, and the dog is like a friend you can buy.
Well, in UGK's Anthem from 2007, it's actually called International Players Anthem. Andre 3000 does make a reference to cats. He says, Makes no sense, I know, crazy. Give up all these pussycats that's in my lap? No looking back, spaceships don't come equipped with rearview mirrors, big deal. As quick as it can, the atmosphere is now ripped. I'm sore like a pip, I'm glad it's night. So the light from the sun could not burn me on my bum. When I shoot the moon, high jump the gloom. Like a preemie out the womb, my partner yelling, too soon, don't do it. Reconsider, read some literature on the subject. You sure? Fuck it. You know we got your back like chiropractic. If that bitch do you dirty, we'll wipe her ass out as in detergent. Now hurry,
Wipe
hurry.
her ass.
Go on to the altar. I know you ain't a pimp, but pimp, remember what I taught you. Keep your heart, 3 stacks. Keep your heart. Keep your heart, 3 stacks. Keep your heart. These girls are smart, 3 stacks. These girls are smart. Play your part. Play your part.
That last bit seemed a little lazy, but the rest seemed fine.
So yes, sometimes they refer to slam pieces as kitty cats.
Slam pieces.
You know, the old V for Vendetta.
The bump and tickle.
Exactly.
Seems a little derogatory to me.
There's an element of that, but International Players Anthem is about giving up the life of a player to spend time with the one you love.
Like Kanye did, to be with a model.
To be with a model who's got ass.
Wrecked, Kanye, gotcha!
Yo, I'm gonna die on this Spelunky run, for sure.
I think I am too. I just took 3 damage in this one floor.
I'm like, it doesn't work. Like, my brain is still trying to use duck game controls.
We're way out of practice.
So I keep, like, pressing Y to throw a rope accidentally. 1,000 bucks for the NL album?
I died.
Oh, dang, son.
Ripped from a bat.
A little earlier than I expected, but then...
Yeah, me too. I intended to live for at least 20 minutes. Went for like 4. You run. Did you guys warm up? Absolutely not.
No,
this is a cold call on Spelunky
I ain't
for
ever
2 months.
warmed up, man.
The only time I play Spelunky now is on the NLSS, I guess.
Make up your mind. You want me to stay frosty? You want me to warm up? People always telling me differing things. This is a new character that I'm trying out. This man who doesn't understand that idioms are not actually literal.
There's a lot of that character in the world already.
Well, get ready for one more, mister.
You think you're going to compete with Flula and win?
Flula's got flow, man.
Flula really does. He's an amazing musician, unironically, no joke at all. For real,
He actually is. It's like the German Reggie Watts or something.
He's really good. I'm really happy that he's gotten all the fame that he has, because he has deserved it. He works.
He's in Pitch Perfect too, man.
I guess that's good. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I mean it's just a movie that made like $300 million at the box.
I honestly don't know anything about it, so it's good for him.
Nick's too cool to know what Pitch Perfect 2 is, but he guesses it's a good thing. Being one of the highest grossing pictures worldwide for 2015.
What is Poo Doge again? Is that an emote?
NL, I have a hockey game tonight. Any advice? Like you're playing in it? You shouldn't need my advice, man.
Start a fight early and then they'll respect you.
Yeah, if you can't skate, you gotta punch somebody in the head. That's actually, it won't be too long before that's a distant relic, man. There's not as much goonery anymore in the good old hockey game.
Well, why the hell not?
It's being phased out in favor of.
You gonna phase out goonery?
Yeah, it's being phased out in favor of fourth liners who can actually score on occasion, provide some secondary scoring.
Well, what the hell's next? They're gonna take away their skates.
Fighting has always been one of those weird things in hockey where it's like it doesn't seem to have any tangible benefits, but everybody just sort of agrees. They're like, yeah, if someone bullies your teammate, you gotta punch him in the head. And you're like, well, that seems like a failure of the legal system to me.
It does. It does seem very deeply ingrained, too.
Cauliflower Pineapple, thank you very much for the subscription. Like, that's... Like, if you're not supposed to take the law into your own hands, right? That's some extrajudicial vigilante justice. You say vigilante? Vigilante?
Vigilante.
Would you fight Zdeno Chara for $50,000? Probably not. He could probably do irreparable damage to me.
I think anybody could do irreparable damage to anyone.
Yeah, he's like a 7-foot-tall, 300-pound professional athlete.
Yeah. Yeah, they could kill people pretty easily, all of them.
And he's not like a golfer.
Even if you were a golfer, you got
Even
a golf
if you were a
club.
golfer, I agree. I wouldn't stand a great chance, but...
I mean, you got a metal stick. I don't.
That's
and
very-
you want to kill me? I'd rather not
stick?
be killed.
Think how hockey players play with a metal stick, Nick?
No, we were talking about golfers a second ago.
Oh, I get it. That was like, yeah, you're in for a rude awakening, man. That would be...
That's why they had to stop all the fighting. The metal sticks were getting out of control. Have they ever considered maybe adding aluminum hockey
Aluminum
sticks?
sticks? They're made out of like some composite material now, mostly.
They're real dense wood, but they're just not going to get the spin you need. Right, they get spin, I assume. Every sport has spin.
I definitely would not fight Zdeno Chara. He broke that one dude's neck. That was the thing that happened. It was this accountant.
He just grabbed his neck and jerked it sideways and broke.
That old queen. Thank you very much for the subscription. Have you ever played Ultimate Frisbee? I have indeed.
I don't see what's so ultimate about it. Seems overly grandiose for what you actually do.
I agree with that. I like Ultimate Frisbee, but sometimes like the culture.
Oh, it's got more culture than content.
Yeah, I'm like, you know, you're throwing a frisbee around. That's all right. I'm not saying you shouldn't have like I'm not saying your sport shouldn't have culture. Don't get me wrong.
Right, be proud of what you do if you enjoy it, that's all.
But Ultimate Frisbee has like there's a lot of culture for a sport in which you're mostly just tossing the disc, you know?
Ultimate Frisbee, I think, is more about talking about Ultimate Frisbee than actually playing it.
It's like your friend who gets like really into weed. And like all he talks about is like the kind of weed he smokes, and you're like, dude, come on, we could be playing Ultimate Frisbee right now.
Yeah, give it a rest, man. I understand you really love your weed, it's cool, but like, let's talk about some music instead or something.
Oh,
And it's right back to Sublime again. It's like, all right,
Oh, yeah, you're
fine,
like-
here we go. Let's talk
have
about
you heard
weed.
this new song? It's called Weed by Mother Nature. And you're like, is that a real band? Alex,
Probably is.
or are you just talking to me about marijuana again? You got me. My friend and I, because marijuana could be legal fully in Canada within the next few years, we were brainstorming business ideas, like a coffee shop that also sells weed. Which I know if you're probably from like the Netherlands, you're like, what's the point? Like, does this not describe every coffee shop? But we came up with some great names. There are a couple legal problems. We might get sued.
Okay.
Here's one. Tim Snortons.
What are you snorting?
I mean, it just is evocative of drugs, right? Tim Snortons.
I don't think you want to be evocative of that drug. I think that's a bigger problem than the lawsuit, honestly.
I guess I just sort of assumed that one would follow the other.
No.
Okay, here's another one. Dankin Donugs.
Wait, you thought of Donugs independently of me?
Yes. Why, have you also thought
I also just thought of Donugs like 2 days ago.
What?
Yes. Not lying, not making this up. I even said it in chat once.
That's crazy.
And I said, would you eat a donug? And they're like, what the hell's a donug? I think I was in Fox's chat, actually, when I
It's
came
a
over.
weed donut.
It's not, actually. It's it's a
it
chicken
is.
nugget in a donut batter. But your way could actually be the next extension to that idea.
We also had some ideas for, we really think there's going to be a lot of potential for growth in the energy drink sector, because the cultures can kind of overlap, right? So
Sure.
what about Red Bull is now Green Bull or
green
red-
like marijuana?
Red Bull?
Green and red bowl. Christmas themed.
No, it's not Christmas themed.
Oh.
That is something we're going to have to address in our marketing campaign.
Alright. Sounds like a good start. I'm honestly a little bit apprehensive about when this unveiling of this new economy starts, because I kind of look at it like, hey, the next big Five Nights at Freddy game is coming out for YouTubers, and everybody's gonna jump on that train, and it's gonna just tank the market. It's gonna be oversaturated. Too much weed drives the market down.
I don't know, that's true.
And then no one wants to smoke anymore, and now it's not cool.
Yeah, that's true. Once your dad... I'm dead! That
Me
was going
too.
so
I
well.
died right when you said it.
Once your uncle starts offering you some, like, marijuana, you're like, we've gone too far.
Come on, Uncle Ted.
I've had this marijuana cellared since my college days, waiting for the right opportunity. And you're like, I just kind of came over to return your snowblower.
The other thing is, like, if they do make weed legal here, they really need to let everybody out of jail that they convicted of a weed-related crime.
I guess that'd be pretty fucked up, huh?
And that doesn't seem like a thing that's very high on anybody's priority list, which worries me a lot. I never really agree they should be in jail for that anyway, but, you know, I guess that's neither here nor there. Just, like, if you make something legal, follow through with it.
Ante Ontaro. Thank you very much for the subscription. I guess we're gonna just go for some speedruns now.
Yeah. Just trying to see if I can get a plasma cannon.
Did they do that in Washington?
I didn't hear that they did, but maybe they did.
They made weed legal and then they said, all right, if you're in jail for weed, we're gonna let you out, right?
I feel like I would have seen a news article about it if it happened, but I don't think I have seen that. Chat would know. They actually don't have to release them from a legal standpoint. It's kind of effed.
That's pretty fucked up, man. It was a crime at the time. Well, but if you make it legal, aren't you making the admission like we were wrong? Like this should
Also, make a special pleading for that instance, because come on.
Yeah, exactly.
At least hear it in court.
What are you in jail for? Buying a sandwich?
I mean, that does fuck someone's life up irreparably at times.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not even gonna let them try to rebuild their life over basically nothing. I'm not saying every instance of a drug conviction to do with marijuana was basically nothing either. There's certainly variance within that. But there's also people that go to jail for, like, many years for selling weed. Whatever. I'm surprisingly passionate about this, evidently.
If you elect me as president of the United States, I will release everybody on weed-related offenses from jail, but for every sacrifice, there must be a sacrifice. And we're going to replace that with a child, an infant, selected at random from the population.
Do they fight other ones or no?
That's all. That's my problem with young adult fiction, is that every premise to me is like that.
They always have to fight other ones.
Yeah, there's always, like, in the Hunger Games, they're like, well, you know, we make, like, our citizens duel to the death. And then you're like,
Just
why?
natural.
And then they're like, well, it's to keep
compelling
them
literature.
entertained so they don't revolt. And you're like, have you ever existed in the real world? People talk about that for, like, 2 days, and then they'll go back to their, like, normal lives, man.
Yeah.
And then,
And
like,
yet, it's a prevailing theme in, like, a lot of books.
I read a book, I think it was called, like, Invitation to the Game when I was younger.
The Invitation to the Hunger Game.
The Invitation to the Hunger Games, exactly. And it's like exactly the same thing. It's always like, you've been selected for this in our dystopian society. And then they shoot them into space.
Of course
And
they
then,
do.
and I'm like, that's like, if you're in a dystopian society, maybe your society's all fucked because you're spending trillions of dollars sending
Shooting
teenagers into space.
Send Justin Bieber there.
You're like, Earth is overpopulated. What do we do? I don't know. Spend all of the money in human history sending teenagers to space.
Pretty much every culture that I've been aware of, and I'm sure there are a few exceptions to the rule, but they generally tend to hold their kids as, like, under highest regard.
Yeah.
So sacrificing them, of all, doesn't seem logical to me. But I also understand why they would see, because it's so important, that sacrificing them becomes even more important.
Yeah.
If they went down that road. It's also just fiction, so fuck it, but...
Oh, I don't buy that attitude, Nick. Just fiction?
You know, I got into the Hunger Games thing enough to appreciate the movies a little bit. I didn't really want to read the books or anything. But I still, for all of it, kind of was like, this is kind of like a less violent version of Battle Royale. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I've seen the first 3 films, and I was like, these are pretty good, except the third one is like just okay, but
it felt a little like they're tugging on the old heartstrings a little too hard at times.
I'm not like
blow up this hospital full of children. Why? Fuck it. Who cares?
I'm not like anti-Hunger Games. I'm just anti like
using that as a crutch for writing.
Being like super arbitrary to me. Raziel, thank you very much for the subscription as well. It's just like it's always like, well, society's fucked. What do we do? Well, I don't know. Have the kids fight each other. Like Maze Runner. It makes no fucking sense to me.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, society's gone to shit. What do we do? Well, we gotta put all of our kids in a situation where they might die to find the best one. That's already what we do in our society, except without the death part. You put them through school, and then you're like, whoa, this guy's like, they got some special skills. The maze makes no sense. Why do you have to kill so many kids? Like, the kids that died in the Maze Runners, you tell me in the future you don't need, like, janitors or, like, you don't need anybody but the truly elite?
It's a stupid-ass system because people die in that movie even for basically no actual reason, so it doesn't matter how smart or tough you are, you might just get cut in half by one of the stupid fucking doors that keeps slicing things because it's just built stupidly. They don't know. Like, why would they know how the doors work until they've lived in that environment?
The Maze Runner would make way more sense to me if when they escaped the mazes at the end of the first movie, those spoilers, then the whole world just consisted of larger and larger mazes. Then, when the lady gives her speech and she's like, sorry, we had to do the unthinkable to prepare you, you'd be like, I get it. You trained them doing mazes so they could navigate the world. Yeah. You created a witness situation. But instead, they're like, yeah, we had you run through these mazes because, like, shit's all fucked up out here.
Because we thought it was an appropriate analog for something that we can't measure.
It doesn't make any sense. At least the movie doesn't make any sense. I can't speak for the book.
Yeah, the movie really doesn't make much sense at all. And I still was kind of with it for part of it just because I was into the mystery of why the hell is this all happening. I like that idea.
I don't think you can discount every piece of fiction this way. I think you definitely discount the Maze Runner this way. Oh shit, it's a long way down. I don't even know what's up with, like, what's this Divergent movie now? Now there's not a Divergent?
I don't know what that is. Is that the one where he fights a bear?
That's The Revenant.
Oh my. Yeah. Sounds a little like that. Maybe there's a bear in that one, too.
Just replace all the teenagers with Pac-Mans. I mean, Pac-Men, obviously.
Instead of the book and movie, I think Maze Runner would have been a much more interesting first-person exploration game. I would have loved that.
That could have been fun.
Bad.
How about you make it like a first-person exploration game where you like solve mazes on like an iPad in front of you?
Yeah, that could work.
You could call it.
Too bad we don't have any like examples necessarily to test whether or not that would be successful in the market. Yeah. But maybe it's time to take a chance.
One day society will be ready.
We'll be ready. That day may be yesterday.
Sir Boston Teabag Party, thank you for the subscription as well. Divergent makes no sense. I don't want to read it because it's a spoiler. It's a spoiler for Divergent. But I'm with you. It's got like a little bit of the Fantastic Four movie principle that I didn't get. And I'll spoil the first Fantastic Four movie from like 2004.
Yeah, dude stretches.
They Doctor Doom, they kill him, basically, or they defeat him. And then they're like, should we kill him? Nah, just like leave him in this shipping container. And then at the start of the Fantastic Four 2, Rise of the Silver Surfer, he just walks out of the shipping container. And you're like, what did you think was gonna happen?
Well, they thought he was gonna die, I guess.
I guess they thought he was gonna like die in that shipping container, but...
But why wouldn't they kill him?
Exactly!
They kill people all the time, don't they?
Superheroes, it just happens.
They don't like to admit it, but that's part of doing business. Yes, you save people, but I think you kill maybe more than you save. Superman doesn't like to do it. Batman certainly doesn't like to do it, but it's just part of the truth.
What about a movie like Maze Runner, but they have to find weed? You could call it Blaze Runner. And then Blade Runner 2 could just be a weed reimagining of Blade Runner.
Weed reimagining.
A weed reimagining. The Divergent movie was actually pretty good until it turned into a huge piece of shit. There's a surprising amount of movies like that where you wonder how they get it right for so long, only to go way off the rails. Like, you ever see Knowing, starring Nicolas Cage?
I have. That movie was hot shit.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was like pretty bad the whole way through, but it gets like turbo bad close to the
It
end.
was incomprehensible by the end.
Like it gets like absolutely horrid.
I don't even remember the specifics anymore, but I remember saying to myself, like, man, I will always remember that this movie was insane at the end.
I don't want to spoil it because it only came out 8 years ago. So, but
You can spoil it for me though. I don't mind.
there may or may not be a rapture involved.
Oh, that's another movie he did
Did he? Did
called
Nicolas
"Everybody's Gone to the Rapture."
Yeah, I remember that when Nicolas Cage changed his name to the Chinese Room and he started making video games.
No, for real, he did a movie about the Rapture though.
Yeah, it was called Knowing.
No, there's another one.
Oh, Left Behind.
Yeah, that's the one. Left 4 Dead, whatever it is.
So you got to be more specific when you're talking about
I couldn't remember the name of it.
your Nicolas Cage rapture-based movies.
He's got quite a few apparently. No bees in that one though, that I'm aware of. Maybe there were. I don't know. There's plagues.
On the ship at the end, there were bees.
There were bees. Okay.
Definitely. Otherwise, they're gonna have a lot of problems pollinating all those plants they picked up.
They had bees and they had C's. Get it?
No, they didn't have C's because they left Nicolas Cage behind, which I think is the plot for Left Behind.
Nicolas Cage is the weirdest career.
I thought you were gonna say he's the weirdest Korean.
I was
Like,
not gonna
yeah.
say that.
Dude, I mean, like, I don't know if he qualifies, but yeah.
It's a very odd career he has.
Yeah, he's won an Oscar.
I think ultimately, even though he's got so much terrible shit in his career, I still mostly like him, even though that doesn't make sense. I still want to give him a chance, even though I don't know why. I just do.
In Battle Royale, they sent the kids out there because it was too expensive to raise a kid to adulthood. I don't get, like, why they didn't send, like, 4-year-olds out there. They were, like, 16. You already spent the money,
You
man.
mostly did it. You just didn't want to send him to college.
Yeah, you've done at least 2/3 of the investment necessary. You've had the child, fed it, clothed it, kept it in school, paid for tutors, and, got a minivan instead of your sweet-ass Hyundai Sonata. Like, you've already done it, man.
Did the winner of Battle Royale get, like, a college scholarship or something? Like a paid-for tuition thing?
I don't remember.
What was the point of them winning? The winner, I guess, just stays alive.
You do
maybe.
get to live. That
that's
much
cool.
is indisputable.
Probably worth it, I guess. Until they're like, hey, yeah, but you won the last Battle Royale, so we're going to bring you into the next one because you're the victor. Because that's great for, plot coherence.
I'm with you, yeah.
That's, that's a Katniss. Isn't it enough to survive one fucking Hunger Games? Like, no, you gotta do, like, 3 more now.
I feel like in, like, the Capitol, they don't understand probability.
Yeah,
Like,
really.
the odds of winning the Hunger Games, let's assume that they threw in, like, a couple of people who sucked.
It's partially all random chance, too.
Like, the odds of winning the Hunger Games are, like, 1 in 10 at best. And then they're like, we're gonna send all the winners in again. I'd be pissed, man.
They were kind of pissed. I remember that.
I remember that. Except a couple of them were, like, eager.
And a couple of them were, like, real horny, too.
Yeah, there was some intercourse in that film.
But that's partially because of the hormones. They can't really control it.
I mean, they're teens, young adults.
And if they don't get what they want at the Capitol, then they just send in fireballs and plagues at you anyway. So, like, this is a rigged game, I think.
I still don't understand.
I'm coming to that conclusion now.
I sort of don't understand the Hunger Games. Because I'm like, if they can manufacture, like, these angry-ass wolves, why don't they just manufacture, like, a beautiful environment and then put all of the districts in that beautiful environment? Like, surround them with just, like, with beautiful scenery and beautiful people nonstop. And then they're not going to riot. That's way better than watching, your kids fight to the death once a year.
They did manufacture a beautiful scene, and that was, like, where the capital was. Also, they're not all that bad anyway. Like, yeah, they might not have enough food, but I really don't understand the premise. They could have had food. They didn't want Katniss shooting her arrows.
I'm dead.
That'll happen.
You wanna play Who's Your Daddy?
Yeah, let's do it. Eat
Hey,
some
who's your
batteries.
Are you saying they should have turned it into a reality TV show? No, I'm just saying, like, the movie, I still like The Hunger Games. But it just doesn't make sense to me.
It's kind of like the viewers have a role as the capital with, like, how they shape it. It's like they're making a reality TV show for us, with us in it. Does that make any sense?
I'm picking up what you're
It's
putting
kind of
down.
transparently written so that we can be the motivator of where the plot goes.
Mm-hmm.
So if they don't like a character, they just kill them off, and because we didn't like them, not because they had a real reason. But I guess everything is less transparently like that, too. Thank you, Tiki500, for your 15 months in a row.
Dude, if we did a Hunger Games movie, Dan Giesling definitely gets to be the grizzled old Hunger Games vet who
Yeah.
gives advice.
And he gives
would
you
be
his red
Katniss
bandana at the end.
Who would be Katniss Everdeen in our group?
I don't know. I don't know that we have a good Katniss, really. Maybe that's something we need to think about more.
Northernlion. Twitter's really mad at you? Oh, because of fucking Tyrone.
What did he do now? What did you do now?
Oh, because Tyrone says I canceled the mobile version of Binding of Isaac.
You did that?
What a guy.
Why would you do that? Also, this is a great point from Alex Brogan. If they're gonna kill whoever they want and change the rules whenever they want to get their outcome, why don't they just kill people off when they want them dead?
That's a great point. Nick, have you made a game?
I only just got the screen region up, so I'm about to in a sec.
You tell me what you made.
I will do that. All the games in my world have gotten louder lately. Alright, let's sort it out. Alright, making a game now. Oh my god, it keeps going up to the chat. Stop it.
Josh would be Katniss Everdeen. I was actually thinking Josh as well, to be honest with you.
Okay, made a game, it's called Buttsmith. Oh my!
I do not see it. I do see some names, some truly reprehensible
Okay,
names.
somebody got in instantly, so I'm gonna make another game.
Okay,
This one I'm going to not show on my stream.
that's a good idea. I think Mathis would be PETA.
Game has been created.
All right, you gonna
Did
tell
you
me
get
what
it?
it is on Skype?
Oh, fucking hell.
You just tell me what it is on Skype.
Yeah, that's happening.
All right, that's probably a good idea. Maya could be Katniss Everdeen. We should have Kate, and then she could be Katniss Everdeen.
Okay, here comes.
All right. Ba-dum, ba-dum, boom, boom, boom. Okay, yeah.
Got it?
No. Like, I don't see it at all. I don't see your game, Nick.
Okay,
I'm gonna make a game.
try now, try now.
Oh, there it is. All right.
I thought I was already at the point where the game was created, but I need to hit one more button.
The password is incorrect, my friend. Oh, I see. You threw in a little red herring there.
Yeah, I did.
There
Okay,
we go.
looks like we're good.
Yeah, we did it.
We have done this. Okay, I'm Dad. Where's the crib? Oh, shit, there's
snap.
been updates.
They've moved us.
I don't start in the same room as you. It's probably not in the bathroom.
1600 bit. Thank you very much for the subscription. I like this. The baby starts hidden. It's like a Splinter Cell.
Ah, I found the crib. There's clothes folded on the bed. I see you've already opened all the drawers. And you've already knocked over a bunch of shit. You've probably eaten all the batteries at this point.
You gotta hide, guys.
God.
Dad's coming.
Oh my god. Where is he?
Dude, just moving the crib location is so much better.
Oh my god, this baby's so stealthy. Okay, wherever I find you, I'm gonna need the pills, I know that much. Found him!
I'm going down, baby!
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Get better.
Oh my god. Nick, chat is saying use the vents.
Don't use the vents, I'm not ready for that yet.
There may be vents.
All I really want is for the rest of these rooms in the house to open up.
Okay, where's the vents? Oh, there's like a vent right here. Okay.
I can't even stop you from it either.
Oh, dude!
Fuck.
You move real quick when you take the vents, Nick.
Where to just drop you off. Oh, I hear you eating batteries. Yep, that's that sound. Very unmistakable. Alright. I'm gonna force a banana or an orange into you. Turning green a little bit there.
Your daddy gave you an orange. Oh, that healed me like back to full.
That's right, it did. Daddy knows best. You grab the banana. This house loves bananas. There's freaking paintings everywhere of them. Are you trying to be slippery going on the railings like that?
You will never get this.
Absolutely will get this. I see you right there.
What if I just fall, though?
Yeah, then I've got to go around. Big
That's
deal.
gotta be bad for the baby.
Baby doesn't fall. Doesn't hurt them, baby. Doesn't hurt the baby. Door's in the way. Damn it, he's so green. It was like Kermit the Frog all of a sudden. I think I gave him the banana.
Oh, you're lucky, mister.
That was close. Do your worst. Tell you what, I got an apple for you right here.
My baby's still feeling pretty bad, man.
Yeah? How bad could he be?
He's not looking too good, man.
Oh, he
turned
went
into
for
a-
the power outlet.
I turned into a picture of a pepper shaker.
I would kind of like that if that was a thing. Alright, well played.
Dude, the crib being upstairs is so good. I have a taser. Oh, I see you, slimy little alien.
What is this?
Is that a gun? You took my taser.
You shouldn't let baby have a gun. This might end badly.
Yo, relax for a second. I'm putting the clothes away.
I actually can't move. I may be stuck.
Can you pass me those khakis? Stop throwing fruit at me.
I'm shooting balls at you now.
Oh, hell yeah.
This
got
game
peek-
is so great.
Now you see me, now you don't. Okay, Nick, stand still.
I actually might be stuck though. Oh no, I'm moving very slowly.
I tried to tase you.
Just
For your
tease
own-
your baby?
For your own protection.
I'm really hoping eventually I can back out of this.
You're stuck.
Yeah. Probably don't go under here. It seems like a bad idea.
Alright, well, this is a easy day for me then, isn't it?
Unless I can get out, and I'm slowly backing away, but the hope is that once I get out from under this cabinet, I can move normally.
It's giving me kind of an uncomfortable viewing angle, I have to be honest with you.
Taser in the parents' room near the dildo. Those are some kinky parents. Any day now.
I think I probably got you in there, man.
It's quite possible. I'm not even like halfway out.
Yeah, you're having.
Oh
you're
my god. I can jump, I can run, none of it changes.
You're doing some fast crawling there. I wouldn't dispute that.
What the hell am I stuck on? This is quality entertainment, I'm sorry.
Hey, keep it up, man. I'm just doing chores.
Oh, that's so good.
Musha faja. It gets me every time, man.
I don't think it's the item, because I changed items and I'm still slow. Also, I think I'm out, and I'm not faster.
Yo, if you trap the baby under the dresser, sometimes that's the safest place for it. Oh, there's one more. Forgot about C-Block. It's just like Rocket League.
One of the best bots.
Absolutely. Sweet. I can sense the location of items now. You still trapped in there?
I believe I'm out, and still can't move.
I can see, like, your face has, like, a laser pointer.
I think what happened maybe is that I clipped through the floor or something, so it broke the speed that you move at. Or maybe there's an encumbrance system in this game that is not quite complete yet. What does that sound? I hear you pissing.
I'm not pissing, it's just water.
Oh. Tell Daddy to do more chores. Yeah. Alright, I'm sad because I didn't get to play as baby for this one, and I basically got fucked over here.
I don't know, I think you're doing pretty well, man.
I didn't eat any batteries, which is not good for baby. Try building up speed. Oh, at the very end I started moving a little bit. Oh well.
Oh yeah, I wasn't trying to get the toaster to electrocute me, I was just washing the toaster. The taser is glitched. Once you hit someone with the taser, they stay like that for the whole game.
Oh, so I hit myself with the taser, I guess.
I made it.
What a creepy ass baby.
Look who's talking. Eric Stahl.
Looking straight up.
Don't even crouch.
I will always crouch. You know I will. I'll also walk on you.
Hey, Monka Steve, thank you very much for the subscription. How do you like that shit?
Where the fuck did he go? Oh, he's in the bathroom.
Get low, baby. Starting to see
always
red.
Trying to brown yourself. Or drown yourself. Well, maybe if you go in the kitchen. You didn't even eat the soap? I didn't hear batteries, so he must be out in the living room again. There he is.
I have
You
no
try to
respect.
poison yourself? What are you trying to do here?
See, what are you talking about? I'm seeing blue, man.
You look fine to me. Status is like 82%.
And falling.
Nope, not moving at all. You really think that falling thing's helping?
You just jealous of my jukes?
Maybe a little. You enjoy all the batteries. I got a fruit for you. Hi, perfect. I'm dad? Is your status? What does that mean? Oh, shit. He failed.
You're lucky.
Hey, there's stuff in the fridge now. You can get salmonella from there. Can you freeze the baby?
No comment. No comment. Stop moving the trash can. I need it.
You're a baby. You don't need anything.
Yeah, it's my trash! Still ate
You
some
sound
trash.
like the cat.
Still ate some trash.
Yeah, enjoy getting slow forever. Oh, fuck, he hit me. Okay, I'd like to propose a moratorium on the taser gun after this.
Ta-ta, Dad!
You just killed your father. I hope you're
Ta-ta,
happy.
Dad!
I pinned the TV to the wall. That feels pretty good. Oh, God. You took the taser in the bathtub. That's fucked up.
Did the job.
There's more and more grisly ways to die.
Don't do the time unless you can't do the crime.
And what is the crime these days?
Oh, get this shit out of here.
Yeah, no more taser gun. Not
Yeah,
using it.
tasers are not allowed. What are you doing up there?
Looking around. Looks like some stuff is pretty random. Not seeing it everywhere. I'm so tempted by the fact that these doors are locked. I feel like they exist, even though they might not.
Go wild, Nick.
Yeah?
What are you doing up there? You eating batteries? Oh, he's...
I love how the eyes kind of pop out a little bit.
I wasn't paying attention.
You gotta watch the baby. It's your only job.
Are you supposed to tase the baby?
Don't tase the baby. Oh, Dad's key. They can get out of boss rush.
About the sub, right?
It's delicious, Kate.
You motherfucker, you didn't even take a bite.
What are you talking about? You think the sandwich comes with a bite already taken out of the end?
You took literally one bite.
I took 2 bites, Kate.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Oh, no. Can I use the vent? No.
Roasted.
Where? Did you get in the oven? Did you literally roast?
I roasted myself in the oven, Nick.
I didn't even hear you. There was no sound prompt for that.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It's
I
the
gotta take
silent,
advantage of
the
that.
silent killer.
The silent killer.
This game is pleasant for a teacher to watch. Or sorry, not a
chat.
teacher, a parent.
Your chat is loving this shit. What is on the bed there?
It's folded clothes.
No, it looked like something weird. Maybe it's just closing it and get a good look.
You seen these pictures?
They're all bananas.
I agree with that. Where did my baby go? Where's my baby? My baby. My baby.
Of course Nick thinks folded clothes are weird.
A wild rumpus. Thank you very much for the subscription. I'm looking for my baby Sean. Sean!
Thank you very much to No Hearts Left for the $1.69 donation. Your message is a little bit dark, but I appreciate the donation either way.
Where's my baby Sean?
You better find your baby pretty soon, because he's on his way out.
I'm looking. Oh, my baby Sean! Oh!
I was in the bathroom under the sink.
You hid under the sink.
I also was behind a bottle, so you couldn't have seen me even if you opened the door.
Genius. Where did he actually go? Oh yeah, it's the power of the vent, man.
This game is so fun. I just wish there was more to do.
I actually changed it up a lot by allowing the baby to spawn upstairs.
It should probably move more than just, like, be up there permanently, though. Should just start in different places. Okay, so far so good. Where is he? There he is. Wait. No, he isn't. I still don't really want to do any chores, though. What did you do to this painting? It's clipping through the ground. You're like a freaking path of destruction. Oh, you used the vent up there, didn't you? No more baking. Maybe he's in the refrigerator. Yep. Get that banana in him. Quick! Oh, it's so hard to click him because of the shelf.
Goodbye, Daddy.
No, I got you.
Goodbye, Daddy.
You're saved. What? I got the banana in you.
Daddy, you didn't let me get out of the fridge.
I don't know how to get you out of the fridge. I don't think there's a prompt for that.
That was ice cold, people said.
How the hell do you get out of the fridge?
It's just life, man. Yo, Nick, don't do anything yet, okay?
Why?
I'm gonna cook a steak. So far, so good. Okay, there we go. Sweet.
Can I start yet?
Now give it a sec. All right.
Oh, maybe you can unplug the fridge. That's a good idea. I should check that.
Where's my baby at?
We good now?
Where's my baby? Very nice. Thank you. I appreciate this.
You cooked me a delicious steak?
I cooked you a salmon.
Oh, that's pretty nice of you. Thanks, Dad.
Baby's opened the door already. Where'd he go? He's eating batteries! Where did he go?
This search is the best part. When is Tomo mod gonna be released?
Oh, hey!
What are you
I
gonna do
gave you,
about it?
that's bullshit. I gave you the salmon. It's an emergency, my baby! Dang it, don't just run away from me. I had a well-done steak with you. Ah! That's a bad baby.
Did you banana me?
I gave you a well-done steak, mister. Where the heck does that vent take you? Could be... Oh, hey! Wow, no!
I don't know why this game is so fun.
I don't care about the trash in the least. What this has taught me is that, like, if you're a baby, it's only a matter of time until you die.
Yeah! That is absolutely 100% true every time.
You're not closing the fridge on me, mister. Oh, apparently you can just close the fridge on your dad now.
You look awfully green, actually. You look like Shrek-like right now.
I look green?
You're completely neon green right now.
Look who's talking, baby.
Am I green?
Oh, you're getting there.
My vision's all distorted, so I can't really tell. Did he eat shotgun shells? No, there were batteries that you keep under the...
You're hiding the pills from me. I'm your father. Ah, baby wins.
I don't even understand why that works.
All right, last one.
Your dad is green. Kind of works.
I can't believe I whiffed on those fucking pills, man.
Now the next step is you change it up, and the dad gets so good that he's already ready for the kid to come in all the time. So you know where the kid's gonna be as you predict it. What is this shit over here? What? Where'd you get that? Are you gonna grab my nuts with that?
That's what I'm trying. Here, you... Oh! Here, you try it. Pick me up.
Doesn't work. Doesn't do anything.
Sucker.
I don't actually know what the point of this is. Did you jump down? God damn it. Yeah, I know exactly where you're going.
What are you talking about?
What do you do with his arm?
Tomo.
Excuse me. Yeah, there needs to be a Tomo mod. Although it's a little bit dark thinking about Tomo that way. No, no! I didn't grab it in time.
I guess we could do one more. That one was pretty quick. Get up
Fills
on the
the house with
counter?
food.
I actually don't know how to do that.
I think you can jump on the chair in the kitchen table.
Fork strats are OP, man.
It really does kind of put an end to the whole thing quickly.
What do you got? A Nerf gun there. Come here, baby.
I love that there's
Okay.
so many stupid things that like don't have a real purpose like this.
What are you talking?
Oh shit, it does let you pick him up.
I got you, you little bitch.
I couldn't use it.
Consider yourself got.
The camera is so good when you pick me up like that. It looks like one of those skater cams or something where it's like a helmet cam. And it's by your perspective like we're in a music video right now.
Where'd my baby go?
God damn it. That seems like a really dangerous way to pick up a child. I think it broke.
Oh, it did break!
You've used it enough.
I was trying to put you in the microwave.
Yeah, I don't blame you. This kid's kind of a handful.
Oh my god, it's the fucking batteries.
You always eat the batteries. It's just part of life. Okay, got my dose of bleach in.
I can't click on you. I'm the world's worst baby Counter-Strike player.
Round 2. A little bit more bleach. There we go. Now let's go for round 3 for the kill shot. And round 3.
Is that more bleach?
Got all the bleach in the house. Down the old gullet.
I'm so bad at baby Counter-Strike. Oh, I healed you, mister.
Lucky for you. You shooting balls at me? What kind of father does that?
You ready? I missed.
Vision's looking real peaked right now. Very blue and distorty.
I think you're fine, honestly. I don't want the meat container, I want the meat within it. Hey, turn that off. You want some seafood?
I ate the soap already.
I gave you some salmon, you're gonna be fine, man.
I don't think salmon works like that.
You know what? No.
Ah, so unlucky. There's no knife underneath the bathroom counter.
Oh, bullshit, I gave you the salmon.
I didn't even realize I was still losing health.
Well, we're done. Where the heck did my overlay go?
It was raw. You killed me.
My overlay's gone. I don't think I killed you with mercury poisoning. Why don't we take some time to pip our channels? We'll start with Nick Rockley Smile.
Hey, I'm the only other person here. Hey, everybody. I'm Rockley Smile. You can find me on YouTube.